Dress to Impress does not want you to know this. We all know the game Dress to Impress. It has been around for quite some time now. It was originally made in 2023, and since then it has come such a long way. When Dress to Impress first came out, it was very plain. The structure of the game was there, but with every update and every year, it just got better and better. Till now, where we currently have a Brazil map with so many cool new items, all being super high quality, including the hair, the makeup, and the clothes. However, what if I told you that Dress to Impress actually has secret security footage? Yeah, you heard me right. There is actually hidden cameras in Dress to Impress, and I was able to find so many of these clips that we are not supposed to see. In today's video, I'm gonna show you guys all the security footage that I found from Dress to Impress. But be careful, because like I said, we are not supposed to know this, and I am definitely not supposed to share this with you guys. But since I love you guys so very much, I'm gonna be sharing it with you guys because I'm sure you want to see this. So make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get into it. So before I show you guys the actual footage, I'm gonna show you guys how I came across this footage and how I found it. Because hey, if I was able to find it, you guys can as well. So I'm gonna show you guys how I actually found this footage, and then we're gonna be going through all the clips because this is very interesting, guys. I promise you're not gonna wanna miss this. So I was just having a normal day in Dress to Impress, you know, nothing crazy. I was in my private server, free play mode, you know, just creating some cute outfits. When all of a sudden, I walked over here to Lana's nail station. And if you guys don't know much about Lana, Lana has some lore to her. And by some lore, I mean a lot of lore. Lana has been around since the OG days of Dress to Impress, and she was the first NPC to ever be introduced to us. However, most Roblox game NPCs don't really have much of a story, they don't really have a name, and most of them are just plain boring characters to help the experience of the game. But Lana is way more than that, guys. Lana actually has so much story, so much lore, and it is very interesting, and some of it is also very disturbing. We first got a lot of Lana lore back in Halloween of not last year, but the year before that. We got a Lana quest where we dove deep into Lana's childhood home, and things got pretty creepy really fast. Obviously, it was a Halloween update, so yeah, it's supposed to be spooky, it's supposed to be scary, but to give you the rundown, if you guys did not play that, the first chapter of the quest, we were in Lana's childhood home where we realized that her parents turned into monsters and we had to run away from them. So yeah, it was really scary. It was this two-headed monster, which was supposedly Lana's parents that got like possessed or something. I don't really know. Second chapter of the Lana lore was Lana in an insane asylum. So a little backstory, when you transition from one chapter to the other, apparently Lana's parents had shipped her off to an insane asylum because she was going a little cuckoo, because apparently she ate a poison apple from Agamenon. I don't know if I said that right, but you guys know what I mean. And if you don't, just keep watching, you'll get the hang of it sooner or later. But okay, chapter 2, we get introduced to Nurse Julie, and Nurse Julie is a good person until she gets possessed as well. So yeah, a lot of possession going on. I know, guys, what am I even talking about? This is Dress to Impress, right? But it is not, guys. Dress to Impress is so much more than just an innocent dress-up game. And chapter 3 of the Lana quest, we actually were fighting Lena. So Lena is a bad guy, guys. It is confirmed. Or maybe she's possessed too. I don't know, guys. At this point, everybody is possessed. But point is, Lana was in a cage. We had to fight Lena and Agamenon and free Lana. That was the 3 chapters of the quest, and it had a lot of information based on Lana and her story. But anyways, bringing this back to a while ago, there was a journal on Lana's desk which had a player ID. A lot of people kind of went past this because at the end of the day, Lana is an NPC, right? NPCs aren't supposed to have this story to uncover or anything like that. So this journal was sitting on Lana's desk for a while before people started to kind of put the pieces together. In the journal, it had a user ID, and this user ID led us to Lana's official Roblox profile. And this is the profile. So the more you look at it, the creepier it gets. Because again, isn't Lana just an NPC? No, she is not. So first off, let's read her bio because it is kind of creepy. Have you ever wondered what it's like to play a facade? Perhaps you do, perhaps you don't. The countless metaphors, the puzzles, the vague nature of everything, yet all amount to nothing. I'm done putting on a mask, and I'm done trying to desperately resemble the cracking, embellished vase. Connect the dots. Yeah, this is not just any regular NPC. This is definitely an NPC with a lot of backstory and a lot of dark lore surrounding her. Not only does she have a very creepy Roblox avatar with a cracked face, a blindfold, but she also has some creations of her own. And I actually go through all of these creations, so make sure to check my Lana Lore playlist in my channel because I go through each and every one of these in depth so you guys can see what this is all about, because it is a little bit creepy, guys, to be honest. And I know that she has 3 experiences here, but she actually has 4, so the forest automatically would lead you to a second one, which is called the maze. And yeah, that is a really creepy game, guys. They're all really creepy, to be honest. I think the gallery one is the worst one because just watch the video, guys. It is actually so insane. But anyways, going back to the security footage, you will notice that in her more, you know, you open up the bio, you get the whole thing. There is actually a social link and it says it's a YouTube channel. So, does Lana have a YouTube? Like, what's going on, guys? I know, I was thinking the same thing, and this is where I found the footage. So let's just click this and see where it leads us. So automatically you are led to Lana's YouTube channel, and it is creepy. Again, guys, this whole thing is really, really creepy. So keep watching at your own risk. I warned you. Don't say I didn't tell you, because it gets creepy, guys. If you have nightmares, don't come at me. But let's just open this up because, again, guys, it is really, really creepy. And when you go to videos, you will find all the security footage, and it is so weird, guys. I literally, oh my gosh, I did not even relate this to Dress to Impress because I always thought Dress to Impress was such a bright, colorful, dressed up girly game, but nope. It is not. It has such a dark side to it that people don't even know about. So let's get started with video 1. Awakening.mp4. Alright, and something I noticed about all of these videos is that it has double messages. So they're like 14-second videos, they're really, really short, but the subtitles say something completely different than the closed captions. So let's just analyze this, guys. This one here has no subtitles, but you guys will see what I mean later on. There are so many of these videos, so we're gonna go through each and every one of them because they are all so important. But this is the first one, so it's Lana's desk. You know, it's a security footage. It's a little grainy. There's missing posters. Like, who is missing, guys? This is creepy. There's a weird chamber door. How dare you, Lana, spread our plans with a creepy face. Guys, this is just like getting weirder and weirder, to be honest. But like I said, this footage is really, really short, so we barely get little snippets, but it's easier to put the pieces together when you're only given so little. So as of now, Lana's nail station, missing posters, creepy red door, and creepy figure asking why Lana is spreading the plans. So yeah, this is just the tip of the iceberg, guys. The more we go through these footage, the weirder it gets. Next one is called 3 Rules MP4, and I told you guys the closed caption says something completely different than the actual text of the thing. So let's go through each and every one of them. First, I'm gonna be reading the closed caption, so it's gonna be this right here. I told everybody, this is Lana's nail salon, what I did is not a sin. They had to know, and you can punish me all you want. I will deal with the consequences. I do not care. You don't scare me. Creepy. I don't know, guys. Creepy. Now let's read the red text because that says something completely different, guys, and make sure that you are paying attention to all of this footage. So it goes from Lana's salon to the runway, and it's a little off, but make sure you're paying attention, guys. Hello, Lana. This is where you will be working. There are just 3 rules. Don't tell them what we did to you. Don't tell them our plans. And lastly, don't try to escape. You know why you're doing this, and you know what will happen if you don't comply. Best regards, Diarbin. Guys, who's Diarbin? What's Diarbin? What is going on? I don't know. But like I said, each video gives us more and more information, and it's just like creepier and creepier, to be honest. This next one is Ode to Myself. And again, this goes by really fast, so make sure you're paying attention. I'll read it out loud so you guys can just focus on the images. First, I'm gonna read the captions that they say on the video. I always wonder why I did it in the first place. My pain is on display. Oh my gosh, this is so fast. 1 second, guys. My pain is on display and nobody seems to care. I expose the secrets of that wretched group, and yet I seek no justice. It's unfair, but I understand. Also, let's run it back. Is this Lana's gravestone? Is this a gravestone with Lana's name on it? Because I'm getting really spooked, guys. This is creepy. All right, next one, Conquest of the Cotier. I don't know if I said that right, guys, but let's watch it. 10 seconds, we got this. This one has closed captions, so we're first gonna read the closed captions, and then we're gonna read the other ones, because again, they're different, so we have 2 messages with every video, which is kind of scary. Anyways, let's go. Sometimes I feel bad for those people who I've trapped, but it's okay. I realize in a world of destruction, sacrifice is unfortunately necessary. Weird. But okay, let's get rid of the closed captions and read what the video actually says. It is so easy to manipulate people who don't understand the full story of terror. Will they realize that they're next? ? Oh my gosh, that was a fast one. That was a creepy one, and this is getting so creepy, guys. This next one is called The Last Serenade or something. I don't know, guys. I'm spooked. As my body lays on the stage for everybody to see and my soul withers away, I just remember it isn't over yet. Is that Lana? There is still more of me to come. Is this dead Lana on the floor? Guys, what is happening? Lana's dead. Lana's in a gravestone. There's so much to unpack here. But I'm sure this time it will be successful. Guys, this is creeping me out because I've opened the gate. Oh my gosh, if you guys know Lana lore, this symbol is so important. This is literally the gate to where Dressed to Impress becomes innocent to dark. Creepy. All right, this next one is called The Melancholy Dream, and this one does look a little bit creepy, guys. So it says, Agamenon, I saw him in my dream again. He said that he was you, and he told me his plans. His morals were far from the ones you hold, but I am still scared and shooken up. But, oh my gosh, wait, hold up. But I am still Agamenon, can I trust you? Oh my gosh, that is the figure we saw in the first video, guys. That's Agamenon. Of course you can. Lana, I would never do anything to hurt you. Trust me, please. Okay, I trust you. Okay, Lana, girl, you are so dumb. What do you mean? What do you mean? Whatever. Okay, this next one, the fortress security footage, I would show you guys, but it actually scares me to death. It is so creepy. It's someone getting interrogated by Agamenon and Lana, and it is just very disturbing. So I'm not gonna show it. If you guys want to see it, you can watch it on your own. I showed you guys how to get here, and yeah, if you want to watch it, do it at your own risk. And same with this tape right here. So this is someone like running away, and yeah, I don't know. I don't really like either of these two because they're very disturbing. So again, if you guys want to watch it on your own, but I'm not going to show it to you guys because I think it's a little too disturbing. But we're going to go to Gaze Into My Eyes, and this one it's really short. It doesn't do anything but just show this, and it shows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 victims, and dead, 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 seek, dead, dead, seek. So it seems like some people are dying, some people are being seeked after. I don't know, guys. This is creeping me out. Dressed to Impress is so sus. And last but certainly not least, this one is called She Is Gone 08/08/2024. So August 8th, 2024. and it looks like some eyeballs. I can't really see, it's really dark. There's the gate again, so maybe she just goes through the gate. It seems like we're in a Dress to Impress salon. I don't know if it's just me, but this is really creeping me out, guys. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is literally Lana's salon. Here's the hair stations and here's the makeup stations. Well, that was clearly a lot to unpack, but let me know what you guys think down below. Did you know that if you put on these eyes right here, scale them a little bit bigger, make the first color a light green, and make the second color a darker green, change the first material to be rhinestone, you can make them look like cucumbers for a self-care theme. That is just one of the many tips I'm going to be showing you guys today in Dress to Impress. So make sure to like and subscribe and take notes of what you can use next time you play. Apparently, if you put on the coquette t-shirt and you put on the regular t-shirt over here that's purple, your arms will literally disappear in Dress to Impress. I'm going to make both shirts all black so you guys can see this a little bit better, but as you can see, the top of my arms are completely gone. I feel like this would be perfect to use if you're doing like a scary theme, or if you want to do something that just amazes people on the runway. Once you start putting some poses into it, it definitely gets a little bit creepier. Like, look at this, her arm is literally detached. Obviously, you can mess around with it as much as you like, but I just think it is so cool because Dress to Impress doesn't even know we can actually do this. It's kind of like a little bug or glitch if you want to call it that, but Dress to Impress has not fixed it, so we might as well use it to our advantage. If you put on these shoes over here and you make them the 7th toggle, your feet automatically become super long and you become 10 times taller. This can help if you want to definitely stick out on the runway, but if you want to create a character that's more lengthy and long, I definitely recommend using these boots. You can even layer some baggy pants over it and try and cover up the boots if you guys want to. I literally think that this looks like horse feet or something, but hey, I mean, it works, right? If you grab the pumpkin up here, make it all black, then grab the sparkler that's right there, you can actually make this look like a bomb in Dress to Impress. If you guys click on this butterfly on the plant, you can actually put it on, and there are so many toggles with this. You can have up to 5 butterflies, and obviously you can customize which ones you want to keep and which ones you don't. The cool thing about this is that they're all animated, so it definitely helps bring the game to life so much more. If you click on this tank top in the corner next to the male avatar, you can actually toggle it to be dirty to give yourself a splatter tank top. This can be used as blood, as mud, or even as paint or anything else you want. Not many people know about this, and this is definitely super unique if you guys want to do something that involves some sort of mess or some sort of splatter. If you click on this outfit over here that's kind of abandoned in the corner, with the top you can actually get a hidden neck ribbon. All you have to do is toggle only the neck ribbon, and that gives you this cute little bow that you can add to any outfit. This is perfect because I feel like it's way thinner than the ones that are over here, and it does the same effect to elevate your outfit. Did you know that these star earrings over here can actually be turned into so many different shapes? You could do heart earrings, star earrings, teardrop earrings, and even square earrings as well. So it's basically like we have 5 earrings in one. Don't forget about this. If you want to wear a swimsuit and Dress to Impress, but you don't want to wear the basic one that's on display, take the bottoms from it and grab this item over here. You can transform this to only the top, and it gives you such a cuter little top compared to the one next to the mannequin. You can even match up the ribbon colors of the bottoms to the top. And it also has little bows on the shoulders, which is so cute. Also, don't forget that this shirt over here can actually give you just a little vest. The vest will be perfect for any Western theme or countryside theme in my opinion. It can obviously be used for steampunk and other stuff as well because it's just so good to layer. Now don't forget that we also have some hidden costumes in Dress to Impress. We have the hot dog over here next to VIP. This is what it looks like, and it is so funny. The cool thing about this is that you can change your body type of Dress to Impress to a longer, more rectangular figure. We also have the cupcake inside Lana's salon in this corner right here, which allows you to have a rounder body shape in Dress to Impress. We have Lana's hidden stitch dress over here. If you guys want a full tutorial on how to get this dress, it is pinned on the homepage of my channel, so check that out because you're you're not gonna wanna miss it. We also have a hidden dress right here under the table, which is so cute and perfect for summer. It's a little lace ribbon dress and it is just so adorable. Over here on this pot, we do have some pineapple sunglasses, which you can scale to be so much bigger if you wanna just make it funnier. In this plant over here, we have a hidden bonnet, and this is perfect for some cottagecore or some farm lifestyle themes. I honestly don't use this a lot, but it is really cute and very unique, so make sure you remember that this is on the plant right here. If you guys want to make cat headphones just like this and Dress to Impress, all that you're gonna have to do is press the actual headphones. I'm gonna make them white to match my ones IRL, and press on the cat ears over here. I usually scale the cat headphones just to be big enough to match the band. It is usually around 0.62 on the scale. Then I like to make the ears white just to match, and then I like to make the ribbons a fun color. I usually do blue or just match it pink. But there you go, that's how you get your cat headphones in Dress to Impress. Using this skirt right here, you can create any dress you want in Dress to Impress. I usually like the wider toggle, but you can do it with either or. What you do is just click on any top that you like, match the colors, and you automatically get a dress that is so unique and never seen before. This will work with pretty much any top as long as you match the colors, and look, this is such a beautiful dress that doesn't exist at all. What I like to do is also mess around with the patterns. So for example, I feel like this one would be such a pretty silk dress. So we're gonna make everything silk, and look how pretty that looks. Up next, don't forget that we can actually get a cropped white button-up in Dress to Impress. All you're gonna do is go to your code items, go to this one right here, which is the cardigan, and then you're gonna toggle shirt only. This allows you to get the perfect one for an academia theme or a flight attendant theme. But if you guys want to get rid of the bow, you can just have a casual white button-up, which is so cute and definitely needed in the game. The only button-ups we really have are in VIP, but to be honest, they're pretty ugly. They're kind of long sleeve and they just open up in a weird way, so I honestly prefer this one way more. Don't forget that this top right here is so easy to overlook, but you can actually make a whole Santa Claus costume with this outfit. It is so pretty, and this has so many toggles you guys can do. So you can even add fur at the top, remove the belt, you can add some straps, add some layers. There is so much to do with this. So don't forget about this top because it can be so easy to forget about it. Another thing that's easy to look past is this top up here. So it is easy to think that this is just one top, but you can actually do only the sleeves or only the top. I feel like the sleeves are perfect for a disco or 80 theme, and the top is perfect for a farm life theme or a cowgirl theme. With the fishnet tights, don't forget that there is also so many different types of rips you can do. You can do downward rips, you could do sideways rips, you can even do hearts as rips, and some other fun shapes. You can even make it super thick as well if you want. With the new update, they actually added a toggle to the regular tights as well, where you can do a gradient feature. So this allows you to do some sort of ombre tights, which is just so unique. You just pick one color for the first and a color for the second, and it automatically blends them together no matter how different the colors are. With this shirt right here, it is the most basic shirt of Dress to Impress, but you can actually crop it or make it into a turtleneck as well. You can do both if you want. So don't forget that you can actually do a cropped version of this long sleeve, which is cute for like a sports theme, or you can use it for any other theme, honestly. This belt over here actually has a toggle where you can add some chains to it. If you want to make your outfit a little bit more edgy or a little bit more punky, this is the perfect way to do so, just to add that little bit of extra pizzazz. You can also wear this puffer up here in the men's section, and when you put it on, you will see how much cuter it gets. Again, similar to the tights, it's an ombre kind of thing, so you just pick one color for the first, one color for the second, and it will automatically blend them together no matter how crazy the colors are. If you guys want to do a simple one color thing, you just pick the same color for the first and the second, and you can also make this a full uncropped puffer, but I think the cropped one and the ombre looks the best for sure. Don't forget that this skirt over here actually has a hidden belt that you can use with any other item. It's this cute little flower one, and look how adorable it is. It looks like the flower is knitted or crocheted, which is so cute, and you can add this to any skirt or pants that you want. Similar to that, in the VIP room with this dress right here, you can actually add this ribbon bow to anything as well, and this bow is so adorable, guys, especially if you make it glittery. Just look how cute that is. You can add it to any other dress and it will automatically look so cute because hey, you look like a giant gift. Also, since we're in VIP, don't forget that we have a hidden cattail, and yeah, it's a little bit creepy. It kind of just reminds me of a balloon, but it's here if you need it. Similar to the earrings, don't forget that this necklace and these earrings also have different toggles, so you can have it say baddie, you can have it say queen, doll, king, spoiled, or brat, so that is so much fun. The baddie necklace for sure got an upgrade. With this top over here, you can actually make it a cheerleader toggle, so if you're doing any type of sports theme or even the cheerleader theme itself, you can definitely use this. Also, don't forget that this tutu can actually be turned into a mini version, which is so much cuter in my opinion. I never use the big one because it kind of just gives new model, but this little one is so much cuter and fluffier. The Roblox game Dress to Impress is holding so many secrets from us, and today I'm going to be exposing every single one of them. From secret items to secret rooms and many more things that you had no idea existed in the game, today we're going to be taking a deep dive to discover all the secrets Dress to Impress is hiding from us and get to the bottom of what really goes on behind closed doors in Dress to Impress. So make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get into it. Alright, I am here in my private server of Dress to Impress, and this is where the story begins. I'm gonna do it in a private server because I don't want people interrupting our journey. Up first, I'm gonna show you guys quickly all the secret items scattered throughout the map. I would say this is definitely a good secret Dress to Impress is hiding, because who doesn't want more items or more clothing in Dress to Impress? However, beware, because the rest of the secrets are not so good. At the bottom of this table over here, there is a hidden dress. Across the way, there is a hidden butterfly on this pot. There are also pineapple glasses on this plant. There's a little bonnet thing right here on the plant. There is a hidden costume in the corner of Lana's salon. We also have the Lana Stitch dress right here located behind her nail station. Towards VIP, we have a hot dog costume hiding in between the VIP room and the exclusive set. And don't forget that you can also pick this floaty up right here. Alright, now that we got all the secret items out of the way, it's time to move into the deep, dark secrets of Dress to Impress. And it all starts with Lana right here. We all know Lana. Lana is the nail tech lady of Dress to Impress. However, she is not just any regular NPC. When most video games have non-player characters, kind of like Lana, they're not really supposed to have much of a story. They're kind of just there to help the gameplay and make the game experience a little bit more fun. But what if I told you that Lana actually has so many secrets that Dress to Impress is hiding from us? If you guys have been playing Dress to Impress for quite some time now, you will be fairly familiar with the Lana lore. If you guys don't know much about Lana lore, I also have a huge playlist on my channel where I take a deep dive into every single aspect of Lana lore, and I would say I am pretty much an expert at this point. I have spent so many hours, so many years researching Lana lore, so if anyone knows what they're talking about, it's me, trust me. But anyways, moving on to some of the secrets that Dress to Impress is hiding. Up first, we have a secret meat room. I know what you're thinking, the meat room? What do you mean? This is what the meat room looked like. It was located in Lana's salon behind the shelves, and it was just really creepy. It had this hidden door, and not many people knew what this was all about. This was around the same time as the Lady Gaga update or the summer update of last year. I'm not sure which one, but that is not the only hidden room we have had in this game. We also had a dungeon where Lana was held in a cage. I'm gonna play a video from when I was exploring the dungeon, but this was where Lana was held. So basically this is Dress to Impress. Can we just talk about how it's come gone such a long way. What you did is you went through the shelf and you immediately dropped down to this dungeon kind of thing. Yeah, it's definitely really creepy because Lana was held hostage in a cage. That is absolutely so creepy, guys, because Dress to Impress is literally supposed to be an innocent dress-up game, but every secret that they're keeping is telling us otherwise. She was literally crying, and you could see that Lana looks confused. She's looking around and begging for help. It was definitely super creepy to stumble upon this, and I feel like if they did this at any other point that wasn't Halloween, it would have been really disturbing. Thankfully, they did this around the same time as Halloween, so I guess it kind of matched the spooky aspect, but I never expected Dress to Impress to take it this far. The room itself was really creepy. It was filled with boarded walls, stuff was written all over the walls, there was shattered glass pieces. I don't know, guys, it was really creepy. As you guys can see, it's like a dark dungeony kind of place, and the top of the cage said Lana number 1. There was also a cage for Lana number 2, and that's when a lot of people started theorizing that they might have replaced Lana with a doppelganger. On the wall, it also kept saying, "Where is she? Her name is like mine, but she is so different." And it also says nails in the back. This was when people decided that Lana was sent off to this dungeon, locked in a cage, and they replaced her with a different Lana upstairs. And that has led so many people to believe that the Lana that has been in this desk ever since is not Lana. She is not the real Lana that we all know about. She even looks a little bit different. You can see her face just looks a little bit off compared to the original Lana, and she also has never worn her iconic outfit ever again since then. It is very creepy, guys. Honestly, Dress to Impress is full of dark secrets, and look at this room. It looks like it has been destroyed. It looks like it has been shattered, and this room was only available for a little bit of time. A lot of people never even got the chance to go down here since it was very hidden, and Dress to Impress really tried to hide this from us. Poor Lana, look at her in the cage back there. She is definitely super sad, and there was even makeup coming down her face, which definitely made me really sad. Now, before all of this hidden meat room, hidden dungeon, all these secret rooms, there was one really important secret that came before any of this, and that is Lana's journal entry. So Lana used to always have a journal hanging beside her desk as a nail technician. However, keep in mind, that was when the real Lana was there, so this hasn't been around for a little bit since Lana got replaced a while back. But the real Lana always had her journal right beside her. She was a diary girl, which is similar to me because I love journaling, and I feel like everybody should journal because it's such a good way to get to know yourself. But besides that, one day this journal entry appeared, and it had a thing that said "Find me" with a couple of random numbers. At first, people were very confused as to what we were supposed to find and what these numbers even meant. However, people quickly put it together that these numbers led to an actual Roblox account outside of Dress to Impress. And this is the account that we got led to, which is Lana's official Roblox account. However, this gets really creepy really fast. The more you dive deep into her profile, the creepier everything gets, and the more secrets you start to find out that we are not supposed to know. For example, in her about description, aka her bio, it says, "Have you ever wondered what it's like to play a facade? Perhaps you know, perhaps you don't. The countless metaphors, the puzzles, the vague nature of everything, yet all amount to nothing. I'm done putting on a mask, and I'm done trying to desperately resemble the cracking embellished face. Connect the dots." Yeah, that is definitely not a normal bio for an NPC, and if Lana had no secrets or no dark side of her, she wouldn't even have a Roblox account that looks like this. It's kind of like a cry for help in a way, but she can't really ask us for help because Dress to Impress doesn't want her to. There is also a social link, and this leads us to Lana's official YouTube channel, which is even creepier. This has hidden footage about Dress to Impress that we are not supposed to see. One of the videos that stands out to me the most is 3 Rules. This was a video that was played to Lana when she first got hired to be the nail tech of Dress to Impress. However, it is really, really weird. Let me just read this out to you. It says, "Hello, Lana. This is where you will be working. There are just 3 rules. Don't tell them what we did to you. Don't tell them our plans. And lastly, don't try to escape. You know why you're doing this, and you know what will happen if you don't comply. Best regards, Diarbin." So Diarbin is said to be one of the main developers of Dress to Impress. And I'm sorry, but this is not a welcome letter to a friendly job. This seemed like they are threatening Lana and that they are forcing her to work at the nail station with these 3 rules. Usually when a job has a rule, it's kind of like be fun, be respectful, be nice to others, but these rules are so different. The fact that the first rule is don't tell them what we did to you, what did they do to her? I feel like Dress to Impress is hiding such a big dark secret and we are just at the tip of the iceberg. The second rule is don't tell them our plans. What plans could they possibly have that are so secretive and dark that we are not supposed to know about? You would think the plan of Dress to Impress is to make players have the best time ever, to have the salon be popping with customers doing their hair, their makeup, and their nails, but apparently not. Apparently Dress to Impress has a deeper, darker plan that we don't know about. And the third one is just flat out creepy. Don't try to escape. What do you mean? I feel like usually in a job, you are welcome to leave whenever you want. You are welcome to let yourself go. You are welcome to quit the job if you want, if you don't feel comfortable. But what do you mean don't try to escape? They are forcing her in there. Lana does not want to work at the nail station of Dress to Impress at all. If you guys want to see the rest of all of these videos, check out my Lana lore playlist on my channel. I take multiple deep dives through her YouTube channel and I uncover so many hidden security footages from Dress to Impress that we are not supposed to see. I'm not going to take the time to do it in this video right now just because I have a separate video for that. So if you guys want all of these videos, make sure to check that out because it is really, really creepy and you get to find out so much more about Lana and her story and what Dress to Impress is doing behind closed doors. And like I mentioned, that was just the bio, guys. We have literally not made it past the bio and we already have all this information. However, we're gonna scroll down and you will see that Lana actually has some creations. So she has a couple of games that she has made and these are so creepy, guys. Oh my gosh, it just gets weirder and weirder, trust me. But she actually has 4 creations. So the first one is called The Forest, and the forest actually leads you to a second one which is called The Maze. In all honesty, I think the forest is so creepy. In the forest, you are wandering through a lost forest and everything is super dark, super creepy, and you have to find your way to this symbol right here, which is Lana's symbol. This symbol has been all over Lana lore, and when you get to that place, you will know that you're in the right section. However, once you go through that portal, you will be teleported to a second game, which is a maze. And this maze is really, really hard, guys. As you can see, the maze is actually no joke. But you are gonna go and wander throughout. You're gonna follow these Lana paintings. However, the twist about this maze is that there are hidden Lana doppelgangers that will come and attack you. And you have to hide from them no matter what. If you guys get caught from them, you're gonna have to restart from the beginning and lose all the progress you made through the maze. So it is really hard. And at the end of it, that is where you get the Stitch dress and some Dress to Impress cash. And that is just one of the games. The other 2 are so much creepier, guys, especially the gallery one. With that one, you are going down through a gallery and the paintings just get really disturbing. Again, I have an entire playlist on my channel taking a deep dive through all these games, all of Lana's videos on her YouTube channel, and just every secret that Lana has to give for us, because at the end of the day, Lana is crying for help. She wants our help so bad, and she is trying to give us so many hints, so many secrets for us to find her. And with this new update, there is also so much lore. I recently came across this short on my YouTube feed, and just watch because it gets so creepy. Oh my gosh, guys, there are so many Lana clones and they are like on fire or something. It seems like they have this dark radiating smoke behind them, and it just looks so creepy. Again, so many people theorize that Lana is replaced with a clone, and the doppelganger theory is more than real. So again, we are just at the tip of the iceberg right now, and Dress to Impress has so many secrets they don't want us to know. Guys, Lana is missing. Yeah, you heard me correctly. The famous nail tag of Dress to Impress is gone. We all know Lana. When we go to Dress to Impress to get our nails done, she is always there for us. Yeah, sometimes Lena comes along, but for the most part, Lana is always just here chilling in her chair. However, now she is gone, and she's nowhere to be found. Let me explain. When you spawn into Dress to Impress, you will notice that when you go to the salon, Lana does appear to be there. However, what if I told you that this is not Lana? This is actually a doppelganger of Lana, and this is nowhere near the real Lana. The real one hasn't been seen in Dress to Impress for quite some time now, and she is fully missing. A while back during a Halloween update, we even had a secret room where Lana was trapped inside a cage. However, quickly Dress to Impress had to take this away just because it wasn't safe, and a lot of parents were actually complaining to Dress to Impress. However, ever since Lana left her chair that one time, she has never returned. This is a fake Lana, and you can tell just by looking at her. She looks nothing like the original Lana, and she kind of just sways back and forth like a very robotic NPC. She never used to do that before, and everything about this new Lana is just a little bit off. This all started a while ago where we found a journal on Lana's nail station that gave us an ID number. That ID number actually led us to a Roblox profile, and this is Lana's official Roblox profile. Right off the bat, you will notice that it is kind of creepy. Her avatar itself does look a little bit off. It has blindfold on, it has cracked face, and it's just kind of a little bit uneasy, if it makes sense. However, things start to get even more weird the more you dive into Lana's Roblox profile. For example, her bio reads, "Have you ever wondered what it's like to play a facade? Perhaps you do, perhaps you don't. The countless metaphors, the puzzles, the vague nature of everything, yet all amount to nothing. I'm done putting on a mask, and I'm done trying to desperately resemble the cracking embellished vase. Connect the dots." If you guys are familiar with a lot of Roblox games, when they have NPCs, they kind of are just NPCs. They are non-player characters, and they're kind of just there for the game. They don't really have a backstory, they don't really have any lore to them, let alone a Roblox account that is this creepy. However, it doesn't just stop there. Lana actually has a few experiences, and these experiences are so weird. They're the ones that let us know that Lana in the chair is not the real Lana, and the real Lana has been kidnapped and has been missing for so long. The first game we're gonna join is The Gallery, and this one is so creepy. This is what the cover image looks like, and if this doesn't creep you out, then I don't know what will. Not only do we have this red and black creepy paintings of Lana, but we also have these mannequins with only torsos gathered around looking at the paintings. This is definitely really creepy, and once you go to the description, it has a flash warning. A new portrait is hung up. It's the same one as always, a harsh reminder that she is the only truth. You can only join this game if you're 16 and up, and you can only do this by yourself. You're not allowed to join this game with anyone else to help you out, which definitely makes it so much creepier. Let's join this game so you guys can get a better idea of why Lana is missing. When you first join, it is so dark and so creepy. You don't really know where you are at first, and it takes you a bit to figure out. You will notice the first thing you read are the gallery rules, and these are very creepy. It says, when the clock stops ticking, please exit the gallery. Know why you are here. When all the paintings are the same and indifferent from each other, you are far too deep. Walk. Everything you see here is the truth. Don't go far into the hallway. There is an end, however, you won't reach it. Stride alone and with no others. Do not disturb the viewers. Thank you for complying. From Lana and the Gallery. Yeah, this is definitely so creepy, guys. guys. Like I said, the whole vibe of this place is definitely insane. You have photos of Lana on one side, and then over here, you have a photo of the real Lana with this hidden creature behind her. Many people theorize that this is the creature that actually is keeping Lana hostage and replaced her with the fake Lana. We already see the creepy mannequins, and oh my gosh guys, I am so scared. The more you go down, the creepier these paintings get. We start to see that creature over and over again. We have some gravestones over here, and it says, "I don't know where I am." None of them say Lana's name, so we don't know who Sadie or Jayla is, but the fact that they're gravestones definitely creeps me out. Oh my gosh, guys, what is that? This is like a morphed photo of the Lana painting. This is definitely not Lana anymore. This is what the original one is supposed to look like, but this one looks nothing like that one at all. We also have this very disturbing photo of Lana's nail salon. Lana is nowhere to be found near her desk, and it looks like the salon got taken over by some sort of plants. It looks a little bit abandoned, but it just has this very eerie vibe to it. I don't know how to explain it. We're gonna keep going and see what we find. It looks like we have a playground over here with some sort of signs in the back. It looks like there is an image of the zoomed in signs, and it says, "Ever dream this man?" I can't read the fine text at the bottom, but it looks like that creature that was standing behind Lana in the first painting. I definitely have never ever dreamt of that man, thankfully, but I think Lana has, and I think that's the whole reason why Lana is gone. This is another one over here, and a lot of people are saying that this is where Lana is being held captive. As you can see, the door looks very intense, and it looks very hard to break into. You have two photos of Lana on the side, and the message at the top, you can't really read it at all. It definitely creeps me out so much, but I think we're able to get to the bottom of this the more paintings we find. This over here looks like a library of some sort. Maybe it's similar to the library from the quest that we had a while back, but at the top you will see a very creepy painting, and it kind of looks the same as that image from Ever Dreamt of This Man. We have a sideways painting over here, and it kind of just looks like a forest with some branches. I don't know guys, this is definitely creepy. We have more photos of Lana over here, and these appear to be somewhat normal. I'm gonna keep going even though it's so hard to make my way around this map. It looks like we have another painting of El Forest, I think again. I'm not sure. Everything is so dark and so hard to find. The walls start to read, "Don't go too far deep. Don't go too far deep." Oh my gosh, guys, this is so creepy. Now we're just getting all these images of Lana. And I don't know if you remember, but in the gallery rules, it says once the paintings start to look the same, you are far too deep. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm definitely really scared. The farther you go in, you will start to realize that some paintings actually have a little sign. This one says Lana, the one who tells the truth, the one you should trust. This is talking about the real Lana, not the fake Lana. The fake Lana you guys see in Dress to Impress right now is not real. We have another very creepy photo of that face again over there. Oh my gosh, guys, more Lana paintings. Oh no, what's gonna happen, guys? We also are starting to get way more mannequins the farther we go in, and these don't look like the mannequins from Dress to Impress. They kind of just look like the top half, but they are definitely really creepy. It looks like this Lana painting also has another sign, and this one says Lana, the one that isn't in the chair. Oh my gosh, guys, this is literal confirmation that the Lana in Dress to Impress is not real, and Lana is missing. She has been missing for quite some time now, and she got replaced without anyone noticing. There is even a Lana painting on the ceiling. Oh my gosh, that is so creepy, guys. The more you go down, the more distorted these images start to be. It's as if they're trying to tell us something that we're not supposed to know. This looks like the cover image of the game, and again, it is just so weird how we have all of these mannequins kind of standing around these Lana paintings. Oh my gosh, look at this one over here. This one is so creepy. They start to get weirder and weirder, and I think this place starts to get more and more abandoned looking. It also says Vessel, you'll meet her soon. I know there's a jump scare at the end of this, and I'm so scared to keep going because I feel like I'm actually gonna freak out if something jumps out at me. This one says Apple, once innocent, pure, and serene. It's kind of hard to connect the dots when we have so much random information, but so far we know a couple of things for sure. Lana is missing. The Lana from Dress to Impress is not the real Lana, and 3, the real Lana must be saved. I'm just gonna keep going. I already know the jump scare is coming, and oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You then get kicked out because you go too far deep, because obviously you are not supposed to reach the end. A lot of people have been theorizing that at the end of this is where Lana is being held captive. However, we can't reach the end because we will always run into that monster and they will never let us get to Lana. Lana also has 2 communities, and she's the owner of one of them. It says, "Dear patrons, I must now reject the sentiment of the Saudade and embrace the renaissance of apathy. Perhaps you are the doves in the sea of crows," and that is all I have to say. Guys, that is weird. To be honest, I don't know what half of those words mean, but I'm gonna copy this and search it online. After translating this to more simple words, it reads, "I won't adopt that persona, but I can provide objective information on the cultural and psychological cultures you mention." Maybe this is Lana's letter saying that she rejects to be what Dress to Impress told her to do. This is the other group that she's in, and it's just called Plague by Agamenon. The content was deleted and there is nothing to show for this group. However, like I mentioned, Lana has some experiences. We joined the gallery, but it doesn't just end there. We actually have a couple of more creations of Lana that we're gonna explore. Now we are joining the quest from back then so we can learn more about Lana's history. If you guys didn't play Dress to Impress at the time, it is actually so concerning. We had a Lana lore quest during a Halloween update, not last Halloween, but the one before that. We dove deep into Lana's childhood and found out so much lore about her and her family. Viewer discretion is definitely advised because this is so creepy, guys. We're gonna start in chapter 1, and thankfully other people are joining along with us because this gets so creepy. Once you spawn in, you will be in the forest. In this quest, you're gonna go to Lana's childhood home, find out who her parents are, the story about them, and the story of when Lana was young to when Lana became the girl that we know now. But I'm gonna be showing you guys how to get this dress right here. This dress is the Stitch dress, and it's located next to Lana's nail station. If you guys haven't completed the task you need to do in order to get this dress, when you go to click on it, it might give you some question marks, or it might just not let you put it on. However, I'm gonna show you guys the easiest step-by-step tutorial on how to get this dress in no time. And when you guys also get this dress, you will get some Dress to Impress cash with it as well, which is always so nice. We can always use more cash in Dress to Impress. And overall, this dress I think is so cool. Yeah, it's a little bit weird, but at the end of the day, I actually use this for so many themes. I've used this for like a zombie apocalypse theme, just because it gives like a ripped kind of vibe to it. I've also used this for a fashion designer theme, just because it looks like it's a work in progress type of dress. But so many of you guys have been asking me to drop the tutorial on how to get this dress. So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to do it in the easiest way possible. So make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get into it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is leave Dress to Impress. I know, guys, it's actually not in Dress to Impress how you're going to get this dress. Once you're on the homepage of Roblox, you're going to go to the search bar and you're going to type in Lana does nails, no spaces, just like this, and you're going to search for people. If you go to the top game, you might see it over here as well, but you're going to be joining the forest. This is a game actually created by Lana, and just a warning, it's kind of creepy. It's not like anything to disturbing actually happens in this game, but it has this red and dark vibe to it that is just kind of eerie. If you guys are playing at night, I highly recommend just bringing a friend along with you if you want, because it can get a little bit scary. But once you join the forest, you will see what I'm talking about. The vibes are just kind of off, especially if you were just playing Dress to Impress. It is so weird to spawn into a game like this. It's immediately really dark and kind of just creepy in a way. You will see a photo of Alana hanging on this like pool of blood, and then I don't know, it's just really weird, guys. But what you're gonna want to do is follow this little pathway, and you're gonna go along this path right here. You can also use this light, even though I don't think it necessarily does anything, but I guess you can kind of see a little bit better since this game is just really dark. I always find myself squinting and going so close to my computer whenever I'm playing this, just because I literally can't see anything. You're basically gonna follow these path of flowers. There might be some little cylinders in the way, but you can just easily jump over them. And you're gonna keep following the flowers. The flowers are gonna be kind of your path, but you can't follow them exactly since they are kind of scattered throughout the entire map. Once you go to this section over here where there's Alana in front of you and kind of like a little area to the left, you're gonna head left and you're gonna just keep going. Keep in mind, in this game, sometimes there are some Lanas that decide to chase you around the map, so you have to be very careful about that. I also recommend just going with some friends because it's so much easier. Once you see this symbol over here, you're gonna know you're in the right spot and you're gonna keep going this way. You're gonna follow, again, the kind of path that the flowers provide for you, and you're gonna go in between these two cylinders right here. It's gonna seem a little weird at first, but you're gonna know you're in the right place once you start seeing weird stuff, like this eyeball in the sky is so creepy. You're gonna go across this super big body and you're just gonna keep on going. You will notice that there's some random text scattered throughout, and I actually dropped a video where I dove deep into each and every one of those texts just to see what it means. You're gonna keep going through this bush of plants. After you see that big head, you're gonna go over these cylinders over here, and you're just gonna keep on going. Hopefully when you join, there are other people doing it as well, and you guys can kind of explore together because this is a little bit hard to find. But eventually you will see this big logo. It's similar to the little logo that we saw earlier that points you to the right direction, but this one is way bigger. And what you're gonna want to do, oh my gosh, there's a Lana chasing me, guys. Like I said, there's literally Lanas that will chase you, but you just have to get to this portal before she gets you. That was so intense. Oh my gosh, I'm literally, my heart, oh my gosh. But if you guys successfully made it to the portal, you will be teleported to a maze, and this maze is how you're actually going to unlock the Lana dress. There's a photo of the maze here, however you can't take a photo or anything. You don't necessarily need it, and what you're going to want to do is just follow the paintings. You will notice that there are Lana paintings scattered throughout the map, so as long as you keep following the paintings, you will know that you're headed in the right direction. Again, with this as well, there are going to be some Lana doppelgangers hidden in the bushes, so you guys have to be very careful. If you guys happen to run into one of these Lana characters, what you're going to want to do is use the bushes to hide. So there's a bush over here. Again, this game is really dark. It's kind of hard to see where you're going, but just remember that as long as you see the paintings, you know you're headed in the right direction. The second you stop seeing paintings, you know you took a wrong turn and you have to go back, which can be really confusing. Usually it's nice having a big group of people to do it with you because you guys can kind of be all in it together, you know? Finding it can definitely be a little bit tricky just because at the end of the day, it is a maze. Obviously, it's not going to be as easy. Like right now, we are not finding any paintings, so you already know we are in the wrong spot for sure. The most important part about this game is to always have a painting that you see. It can be so easy to get lost in this maze, especially because once you take the wrong turn, it is so easy to lose your way. Thankfully, we haven't run into any Lanas yet, but again, they can kind of come out of nowhere, so you just have to be very careful about that. And just keep following the paintings, guys. That is the most important thing that you can do. The second there's no paintings, you are going the wrong way, and it's not even worth trying to figure it out from there, because if you don't retrace your steps right away, you will get lost so fast. So just continue continue following the paintings. It might get really dark, but as long as you can see the paintings, you're good. Trust me. Also, what I've noticed is that sometimes zooming out helps a lot, so you can spot paintings easier, since again, the map is so dark, you don't even know where you're going half the time. You don't even know if you're about to run into a wall or if you're about to go the right place, because you just can't see. Like, my eyes are actually starting to water because of how much I'm like straining them. Definitely don't play this in a dark room, or maybe do. Maybe it's easier to play this in a dark room. I have no idea. All I know is that my eyes hurt and I think we're going the wrong way again. Oh my gosh. That's why it's so much better to just have a group of people, because you guys can kind of figure it out together. And something that's happened to me so many times is that when I take the wrong step and I go back to finding the Lana paintings, I just go in reverse and I bring myself back to the start of the map, which is so bad. You guys definitely don't want to do that, so try to not bring yourself into a circle, because it can be so easy to get confused. Again, be careful, because there are Lana doppelgangers and you're gonna hide in these bushes right here. So not the flowers, but you're gonna hide in the big bushes. Like right now there's a Lana right there. Oh my gosh, she's literally attacking us. But you're just gonna keep going. Honestly, I found out that running away from them kind of works better if you don't have a bush around you, because again, you can't really see them, so it's kind of hard, and you just don't want to stop because they will get you. And you're just gonna keep going and going and going and going and following the Lana paintings and running away from the Lanas. And oh my gosh, guys, we are literally going to die. Oh my gosh, she won't stop following me. We just need to find a bush and we will be okay. Oh my gosh, this is so stressful, guys. You have to be really careful with these Lanas, because they will attack you and you will have to restart the entire thing. And there's a group of people. Oh my gosh. It gets so intense so fast, so you have to be really cautious. And there's a bush right here, so notice how I'm hiding from the bush, and now immediately the Lana left me alone. So this is like a perfect way, but it will backtrack you a lot, just because, oh my gosh, she's right there again. Are you kidding me? Lana, get out of here. Anyways, you guys just have to be really careful, because you will probably run around a lot, and when the Lanas chase you, it can be so easy to get lost in the maze, because you're kind of just trying to escape. You're not really following the paintings anymore, but we're gonna make a run for it. Lana is spawn camping us over there, but we have to get to the end of the maze, so we're gonna make a run for it. We're gonna pray for the best. Like, let's go, guys. We got this. Oh my gosh, she literally spotted us. I'm just gonna keep jumping and keep going. If you keep jumping and going, it is so hard for her to catch you. You just can't lose the jumping or the sprinting for even 1 second, guys. You can't do that. You will end up dead. She will end up getting you, and there's so much Lanas at the end, so the closer you reach the end, oh my gosh, look how many are actually chasing me right now. This is insane. But once you reach the end, you will see the staircase that will teleport you, and that's how you get the dress. Oh my gosh, guys, that was so stressful. This might seem a little bit intense, but I promise if you do this with some friends, it will be so much better. Once you end it, you will get some code and like this little end screen that's again really creepy. This is all involving Lana lore, so if you guys want a deep dive on Lana lore, I actually just did a video recently. However, this is just kind of like a quick tutorial and like the fastest way possible to get the dress without diving into the Lana lore and without going to the other games as well. So this is just straightforward, getting the dress, getting the cash, and it will teleport you back to Dress to Impress once you actually complete this map. So that's kind of nice. You don't have to go back and forth. And since I already got the dress, it just teleported me to intermission. But if you guys haven't gotten the dress, you will get a pop-up screen saying you unlocked the dress along with some cash. So hopefully this was somewhat useful for you guys. It is again a lot easier than it seems, especially if you have a group of friends and you guys are kind of just following the paintings. It's not that bad, and I think the dress is personally so worth it. Did you know that there are over 35 secret items in Dress to Impress? From a giant head to hidden costumes, I doubt that you know where all of these secret items are. In today's video, I'm going to be going over all the locations of all of these items to make sure that you guys can use them next time you play Dress to Impress. So make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get into it. I am currently in my private server of Dress to Impress. I definitely recommend finding all of these items before you you join around. If you guys don't have your own private server, I have the link to mine in the description down below that you guys can use for free. You guys are also welcome to just join a public free play mode server as well. Anyways, to start this video off, I'm gonna show you guys my absolute favorite secret item. It's gonna be over here where this table is. You will notice that at the bottom of this table on the leg, there is actually a dress. Once you click on the dress, it will give you the super cute flowy lace dress. This is the definition of summer in my opinion, just because it is so cute, it looks so refreshing, and I would literally wear this to the beach. The cool thing about this dress is that you can definitely style it up if you guys want to do something a little more fancy or something that's less casual. You could definitely do that with this dress as well. I feel like this dress is also really good for layering since we don't really have many short flowy dresses in Dress to Impress. If you go across this table to the other table on the other side, there is actually another hidden item here as well. Let me know if you guys can spot it. It is the butterfly right here, and once you put it on, you actually get an animated butterfly on your hand. I think this is so cool because whenever Dress to Impress has super animated items, I think it just brings the game to life way more. You can of course toggle it on your head as well, and that gives you 4 different butterflies, which is so cool, and you can even have 5 total by doing finger and head. The cool thing about this is that you can toggle off the ones you don't like. I really don't like the one on the mouth because I don't know, it kind of creeps me out. So you guys are free to customize the butterflies however you want, and of course you can change the color of all of them as well, which is so cool. And I know that these secret items have been around for quite some time now, but we're gonna start from oldest to newest, so make sure to stick till the end to see the most recent hidden items. Moving on, we're gonna go into Lana's salon, and there is actually a couple of secret items in just the salon. The first one is gonna be when you enter through this right door over here. On the floor, you're gonna see that there is a cupcake costume, and when you click on it, you are literally gonna wear a cupcake. I know what you're thinking, this cupcake costume is so bulky, it's so big, and how could you possibly style this without it being a food theme or a cupcake theme or anything like that? But the cool thing about this cupcake costume is that it actually allows you to change your body type in Dress to Impress. For example, we all know that you can't really change the way you look. You can change your avatar from a male to a female, but that's about it. That's all you can do in Dress to Impress. You can't change the weight, you can't change your body shape, you can't even change your height or anything else about it. And the good thing about this cupcake costume is that it allows you to kind of do that. You instantly get a rounder body shape, which is so much better if you're trying to create something that goes with that style. For example, I would always create a snowman and stuff like that when it was the winter update, just because I thought that this was perfect to use for that. People can get so creative with the cupcake costumes, so make sure you guys don't forget about it and definitely don't underestimate it. The next secret item is actually going to be in the hair station, and what you're going to want to do is scroll all the way down. I know guys, there are so many hairs in Dress to Impress, so it's going to take you a little bit to scroll all the way down, and once you go all the way, you're gonna find this hair right here. So this is the bottom of the page. Sometimes it's easier just to scroll all the way down and then work your way up to find this hair. This was a very classic hair of Dress to Impress, and it has definitely been around for quite some time. However, what many people don't know is that this hair actually recently got reworked, and you get a secret headband with it. As you can see, she is wearing a little scarf headband thing, but you can actually do the second toggle, which allows you to put this onto any other hair. I use this all the time for a self-care theme or a spa day theme because I think it just fits perfectly with that. And again, not many people know about it, so the cool thing about this little headband is that 1, it goes with every single hair that you can imagine, and 2, it is not on display. All the headbands that we have are over here, and as you can see, this one looks nothing like the other ones. Every time I wear this on the runway, people are always asking me where I got this headband, and I always have to show them where because again, not many people even know about this. So if you want to turn some heads at the runway, make sure to use this headband next time you have a theme that you can use it for. Moving on, there is still more items in the salon, which is actually insane because I feel like the salon is just a small piece of the map, but hey, there is so much in here you guys probably don't even know about. Up next Next, we're gonna head over to where Lana is, and also can we just talk about how slay she's looking? She is all ready for summer. She is looking great. She has her swimsuit on. She has her little heels. It is so cute, guys. But you will notice next to the potted plant, there is actually a dress in here, and this is the Lana Stitch dress. Recently, it is a little bit broken because Dress to Impress has been dealing with some sort of issues around this dress. This dress you can actually not get in Dress to Impress, and you have to join a completely separate game to unlock this dress. If you go to wear this dress and you don't have it unlocked, it might give you some question marks or it just won't let you click it. And the cool thing about this dress is that it is actually really unique. So it's like a stitched dress and it kind of looks like it's torn apart a little bit. I wear this all the time for a fashion designer theme since it kind of looks like a dress in the making. Or I also wear this for a zombie apocalypse theme or anything like that because it kind of gives the impression that you have been through it if your dress is all ripped up. If you guys want a full tutorial on how to get this dress, I have it pinned on my homepage of my channel, so make sure to check that out because this dress is so cool and you even get some cash in Dress to Impress when you unlock this. So you actually get the best of both worlds. You get currency and you get a brand new item that not many people have. However, I do suggest joining with friends because you are in this really creepy maze, and yeah, there has again been a lot of issues surrounding this just because, you know, Dress to Impress is a very innocent dress-up game, but the whole Lana lore side of it is not at all. So yeah, make sure to claim the dress. You guys will not regret it, I promise. Stepping outside of the salon, going over here in between this little purple castle thing and VIP, you will find a hot dog on the floor, and yes, you can put on the hot dog and you can even wear the headband with it if you want. But similar to the cupcake, the good thing about this hot dog is that it actually does allow you to also change your body type in Dress to Impress. This obviously gives you a more rectangular and elongated body type compared to the cupcake, which is more of a ball. But you can do so much with it. If you're one of those people that love making characters and anti-human themes, this is perfect for it. However, the only bad thing about this hot dog costume is that you can't really color it. The color palette is broken and so is the wheel, but you are allowed to use patterns if that helps. I don't know why Dress to Impress hasn't fixed it. Some people are saying that they did it on purpose because people were using bad colors and making inappropriate things, so I don't know, but regardless, you can use patterns. Don't get discouraged if you can't color it the way you want. I'm sure there's a pattern that could make it work. Moving on over here, there is actually a hidden little bonnet on this plant and orchid flower right here. So you're just gonna press it and it gives you this cute little headband thing. I don't really know what this is. It kind of gives me like cottagecore vibes or Little House on the Prairie type of thing. But overall, it's just so cute. I mean, this is not a new item at all. It actually didn't even used to be hidden. It used to be on display with all the other hair stuff, but Dress to Impress decided to be fun and hide it for us because why not, you know? The more hidden items, the better. We also have some stuff over here, so you might have noticed the button eyes did get moved. They used to be over there and then now they're over here, kind of just hidden on the shelf. They are so creepy in my opinion, but hey, they definitely come in handy if you're doing some sort of like Halloween, Coraline, doll type of theme, I guess. I don't know. We also of course have this cute little bow tie that is also hidden, but it's so tiny and cute and it's so dainty. I love it, guys. Again, you can add this bow tie to almost any shirt, which is cool. And you can also adjust it so you can make it huge if you want and just position it down. So you kind of decide what kind of bow tie. Do you want a tiny bow tie? Do you want a big bow tie? Do you want a neck bow tie? I don't know, guys. You kind of get to pick and choose what you do with this bow. So that's really nice. You can even move it down and give whatever top you have a bow, which is so cool. You just kind of use the adjustment features. I scaled it all the way up and then I positioned the Y to 35 and the Z to 39. And that way you can kind of put this on top of any shirt and it automatically makes it cuter and just have a bow, because come on, who doesn't want a bow? Moving on, if you go to this plant over here, the one that has this little like pineapple stem, you actually get pineapple glasses and that is so fun. I feel like pineapple glasses are so cute and they definitely are very summer coated. I usually always scale them up and make them a little bit bigger when I wear them just because I feel like funky glasses like this are always huge on my head, so I just like making them a little bit bigger, but you can also do a little bit smaller if you want. You can do whatever you want with these. Now, if you go to the male section of Dress to Impress, you will find a hidden cropped puffer, and this is so cute, guys. I have not seen anyone wear this on the runway, and I think the coolest thing about this is that you can actually ombre any two colors together. You kind of just change the first and the second color to whatever you want, and it automatically makes it ombre and blends them together. For example, I now have this neon cayenne blue and I mixed it with this bright pink, so it automatically gave me some purple because that's kind of like the middle ground. I think it's so cool, and you can definitely mess around with so many colors, so many styles, and it is just so cute. Obviously, if you wanted to make it a monochrome, you can kind of just pick the same two colors for the first and the second, and it will make it all one color. And if you guys don't like the cropped look of it, which I think is so adorable, but if you guys don't like it, you can become more of a marshmallow and do the full version of it. I feel like this in all white actually reminds me of a marshmallow, and it is so funny and squishy, so definitely keep this in mind next time, I guess. Over here, not many people know that you can actually put on this floaty. This is not a new item at all, and actually half of the clothing items that Dress to Impress released on this update are old, so it is a little bit frustrating in my opinion. I think that Dress to Impress should be a little bit more unique, and you know, if they're gonna make new items, why not just make all new items? They don't have to reuse the baddie pass from last year, because that just makes all of our hard work completely gone to waste. Because hey, I worked hard to get these items last year, and now everybody's getting them for free, so I probably shouldn't have even worked hard for them. But that's just my opinion. Comment down below what you guys think. If you go to this corner right here, you can actually wear this shirt, and it is a regular tank top at first, but you can make it dirty, which is so cool. If you're doing a scary theme, you can make it look like blood. If you're doing a farm theme, you can make it look like dirt or mud. If you're doing an artistic theme, it can be paint. You can do so much with this, guys, and it is so cool just how it's like a splattered shirt. Obviously, we don't have anything like this yet, so definitely don't forget about this. It will elevate your outfit for sure. Similar with this, the shirt next to it also has a toggle, but this one is actually a cheerleader toggle, and it is so cute. It's giving Taylor Swift or something. You can combine any two colors you want, and it is so cute, guys. I like it a lot. There are also some dresses in here that have a hidden dress. The first one is going to be this corset top over here. Can actually be turned into a dress, and it is so cute, guys. It was actually on display as a dress when it first came out in the Halloween update, not last year but the year before that, and since then everybody kind of forgot about it because now they just display it with the tops and they automatically make it a top. So don't forget that this can also turn into a gorgeous dress. Similar to that, the lacy corset top up here also turns into a dress. This is what it looks like originally. It is a little bit dark and hard to see, but it has like lace stitching, and it is just so cute. It has a little ribbon going down, but this also turns into a super cute dress, and I definitely like this one more than the other one just because it's short in the front and longer in the back. It's super unique, and again, a lot of people forget that this even is a dress. Next to the first one we clicked on, there is this funky one, and the second you click on it, you will notice that you turn into Santa Claus or something. So yeah, it definitely looks so different when you put it on, but yeah, this is also a dress, so don't forget about that. And this has so many toggles as well, so you could do like a long shirt, a cropped tube top, you can layer the belt, add straps, you can add another layer, you can do the fur. There is so much you can do, guys. I literally think that this is the dress that has the most stuff just because I get confused. Like, I don't know, there's just so much with this, but it is cute, guys. I definitely recommend using this. And you know, it's easy to walk past it because on the mannequin it kind of does not look that cute, but you can put it on and have so much to work with. If you go to these shoes over here, you can toggle them to be number 7, which give you these ginormous shoes. Oh my gosh, look how long her legs are. I think this is so funny in my opinion, and I actually really like this. Again, this is one of those things that just allow you to look a little bit different than all the other avatars. The costumes allow you to change your body shape, and these boots allow you to become super tall. So don't forget about these if you want to add a little bit of height to your avatar. Use these next time you want to do that. Next, I'm going to show you guys how to make a giant head in Dress to Impress, and this is so funny. I do this all the time and everybody just has fun and laughs about it because hey, it is so funny. But what you're going to do is take the pumpkin and you're going to toggle it to be pumpkin head. And once you have it on your head, you're going to copy the skin tone that you have. Something I noticed is that once you put on the skin tone, it's going to look a little bit darker just because of the texture of the pumpkin, and I don't know, you know, but you're just going to lighten it a little bit until it matches your body and is the same color as your skin. And once you're here, what you're going to do is go grab some hair. You can grab any hair, but I personally love using this hair for it just because it's so flowy and big and fluffy. I feel like the fluffier the hair, the better. So you're going to scale this all the way, and you can see that the vision is starting to come to life. You can either end here or you can add some accessories. Sometimes what I do is go into the dressing rooms and I find the lashes, and with the lashes I kind of do the same thing. I scale them to be big and then I put them on my face, so that way it looks like she kind of has little eyes with lashes, which is so cute. Or you can even add some sunglasses. You can go over here, click on whatever pair you want, scale them to be big, and boom, look, she is coming along. If you're one of those people that are really good with the adjustment tool and you can make like a little mouth and a little face and stuff, then go right ahead, but I am so bad at it, so I usually just leave it here. Sometimes what I do is add these little like ball things and make it like little blush, but again, you can kind of do whatever you want. And last but certainly not least, the most rare item in Dress to Impress is going to be over here on this pillar. It is the hunt dress, and you basically could only have gotten this like 3 or 4 years ago when Dress to Impress first came out. They did like the hunt Easter egg thing. This is what the dress looks like. I personally think it's kind of ugly and it reminds me of like a quilted blanket, but it is the rarest item in Dress to Impress. So comment down below if you guys have it because you should be so proud of yourselves. Dress to Impress has come out with yet another update for us. This update came out on Saturday and it's called the Quality of Life and Rework update. A lot of people think that it was just Dress to Impress fixing little bugs here and there from their summer update that happened earlier this year. However, I am here to tell you that this update is actually pretty big and a lot of people are missing the core aspects that were added to this update. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys everything you need to know about this update to make sure that you guys don't miss anything. So make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get into it. In the description of this update, it says that it will include many reworks, new toggles, and quality of life changes. A lot of people were wondering what quality of life changes meant, but in reality, this kind of just means that they are improving some aspects to the game to make it a lot more enjoyable, and I'm going to show you guys all the things they added. They also said that if we have any suggestions, we are more than welcome to leave a post on their group forum giving our ideas and feedback about Dress to Impress. So that's pretty fun. Let's join up so I can show you guys everything you need to know. When you first join, you will get greeted with this, which kind of tells you a little bit of what's coming. So we got a whole new mini game, which is like a smoothie mini game, larger play area, more customers can be spawned in at once, colorblind mode in case you guys are visually impaired with colorblindness. There's also a countdown that was added before the game begins, and guide arrows to help you navigate. So the smoothie game was here before, but unfortunately a lot of people were getting confused with it, and I know there was like some drama with it before that people's accounts were even getting banned from this game. So thankfully Dress to Impress fixed that because nobody wants to get banned in Roblox. And now the walk packs are accessible through the pose menu, so right here, which is so much fun. I mean, this just makes everything so much easier. I love the walk packs, but I just would hate having to go to this shop and then go to the packs and then go to the walks. So I feel like it is so nice that they just added it straight onto here, so you can even change it when you're on the runway, which is so nice. There is also another mini game that was added, and it is a seashell searching mini game. I'll show you guys all about that because that one's also really fun. And you also have the ability to gift seasonal currency. So with a lot of the updates, the Halloween update, the Valentine's Day update, and with this new summer update, we got a third currency that was added to the game. Obviously we have stars flowers, and we have cash, and that has always been a part of Dress to Impress. But with these seasonal little updates, they decided to add like little seasonal currency, and for this update it is flowers. So now you can also gift people flowers in case you guys don't have much. I honestly always never grind for the seasonal currency because I think it is so much work, and I also feel like it kind of sucks that you can't buy seasonal currency with Dress to Impress currency, because that just kind of makes more sense instead of using Robux. But I'm not really gonna talk about it, guys. Maybe I'll just put it in the forums. And we even got some new items. So we have 18 items with new toggles, which is a lot, because if you guys know Dress to Impress, when an item has a toggle, it basically transforms to a brand new item. So in a way, we have 18 brand new items. We also have 15 items that were fixed for the male body, because we all know the male body can be a little bit janky. Some items just don't fit properly, and recently the male avatar got reworked, so yeah, it's been having a little bit of trouble with that. And we also have 17 items that were completely reworked, which is so much fun. Anyways, I'm gonna get started by showing you guys all the reworks that were added with this update. Up first, this dress over here has gotten a complete rework. Look how different this looks. Honestly, I feel like the original one was so classic, but I honestly still like this one. It is so different, so I feel like they could have made like a whole new dress, but I still think the style of this is just so much cuter and flowier. And keep in mind, we have so many toggles with this dress, so you can add the train in the middle or remove it. You can also do the mini skirt, so you can have only the skirt, which is so cute. Another train, which is the one back here. So there is so much customization you guys can do with this dress. You can even remove the bows at the bottom, remove the lace. So there is so much you guys can do. I honestly really like this just because it's like a completely new thing. However, I wish they had a toggle to toggle it back to the original dress, just because the original one was so cute. And don't get me wrong, this one is super cute, but at the end of the day, I feel like we could have had both because they're just so different. Up next, something else that got reworked is the night suit. So the night suit used to be a little bit more plain than this. Honestly, this got a whole new rework. I'm not sure why they chose this item out of all of them, just because I feel like the night suit is one of the least used items, but it is so cool because they added so much to it. Obviously, you could do the classic version and you can just see the difference. This is the reworked and this is the classic. So the classic version is still a lot more plain. It has a little bit less detail, but I think it's cool how they just redid everything. The texture and the details on this is just way too good. Again, even with this, you can do the classic, which is so different, and then the reworked version. I honestly wish that they did this for the other dress, just because, you know, they are so different. So I'm glad they kind of kept both for this. And it's same with the bottom. So there is so much you could do. You can toggle on and off this cape, the belts. You could do so much with this, guys, so don't forget about this. And you can even do the boots only, which is so cool if you want to wear like these boots for a Sailor Moon theme or anything like that. I think that could go really well with it. Another item that got reworked is the umbrella. You probably noticed that it is missing here, but that's because they added it up here, and look how different this looks, guys. Honestly, I really like it. I think this is my favorite rework yet, because now you can hold the umbrella closed, which is so cool, or you can hold it down. So if you guys want an umbrella on your outfit, but you guys don't really want to hold it up and be so distracting, this is the perfect way to incorporate an umbrella without having it be too much. Another item that got reworked is going to be in the currency collection, and it's going to be the ruffle dress. And can we just talk about how cute this is, guys? This is actually insane. I love this so much, and I feel like this looks way better than the original one. And keep in mind with this, you can do only the top, only the skirt. You can do only a little bow or only a big bow, but there is just so much with this, guys. You can do so much. You can make it look like so many different dresses, but I just think that this dress is so cute. This might be my new favorite one of Dress to Impress, because look at this. This is actually so adorable. I love it so much. Now another item that got reworked is going to be over here, and it is the tank top. Look at this. This is the cutest tank top I've ever seen. So the cute thing about this is that it kind of has a little like bralette at the bottom, and it has this cute little bow. You can also do the classic version, which is just a regular plain tank top. You could do a crop top version of it, or you could do a halter top kind of scoop neck. I think this one is so cute, and I kind of like this one a little bit more than the revamped version, just because, I don't know, I feel like this one, I literally have 4 shirts that look like this, and I I love the style of them. But with the revamped version, you guys can get rid of like the little bralette at the bottom, the center bow, or you can even get rid of the bows on the shoulders. I think the bows definitely make the top so much cuter along with the little bralette at the bottom. But I think it is so cool that Dress to Impress added this, and it is definitely such a unique tank top. I feel like Dress to Impress has recently been adding a lot of crazy, like very extra type of clothes, which is so awesome. I mean, I love very unique tops and stuff, but I feel like it was about time that Dress to Impress kind of added something a little more plain and simple, but still very new to the game. Now, another shirt that was reworked is going to be the Lana shirt. So we all know that the long sleeve could have turned into a Lana shirt because it was just regular cropped, but now it is a whole new shirt. So now it's kind of like a little bit wrinkly. It kind of gives more of like a loose fitted kind of vibe. I honestly prefer the original one so much more just because I feel like it looked a little bit better on the characters, but I still think it's cool that they added more detail and more stitching and everything to it because now it looks like a completely new top. Now, if you guys head back into VIP, if you go to the top corner dress up here, you will see that this one also got reworked. So this was kind of just like a very plain dress, but this one looks very similar to the tank top. So it has the undershirt you guys can remove, it has the shoulder bows and the center bows as well. I think this one is so cute, and I honestly am a really big fan of this just because it's so girly and it's so cute. And even though it does look like it has a little looser of a fit similar to the Lana top, I still think it fits the avatar really well and it just looks really adorable. I would definitely own this dress in real life. Another dress that got reworked is going to be the K dress, and I honestly don't really like this one. I think they had to redo it because it kind of was like a knockoff of a Diesel dress, but instead of a D it was a K. I don't know what happened, but now you can get rid of the logo and give yourself this super cute halter top dress, or you can make it into just a top, which is so cute with or without the logo. So look how adorable this top is. I'm so glad that we got this along with the dress. I definitely am not a big fan of the new logo, so I'm so happy that they added two toggles without the logo. Another rework is going to be over here, and it's going to be the K bag. So similar to the dress, I'm pretty sure it was some sort of like Diesel brand inspired, so they redid it to have the other logo, which is DD, and I honestly don't like it. So I can see myself never using this bag just because the logo, I don't know, something's off about it in my opinion. Comment down below what you guys think about the new logo. And another little rework we got is the overalls. So it's gonna be up here. If I can click on it, hello guys, I don't know why it's not letting me click on it. I literally had to jump on the shelf, but this is the new overalls, and look how cute that is, guys. The lace is so adorable. You can toggle it off if you want, but I think the lace just makes this whole thing so much cuter. Obviously you can make them lighter, you can make them darker. I think the dark one is so cute. And a little hack that you guys can do with this as well is that you can make it look like an apron if you're doing some sort of cooking theme or chef theme. I think this is so cute, and it literally looks like you're about to go into a bakery. Another rework that we got because of the Diesel knockoff logo is gonna be this skirt over here, and I'm honestly like a fan of this. I think this is my favorite rework from the logo change. So obviously again they knocked off a Diesel inspired skirt, which is like the belt skirt. It actually exists in real life, so I guess like something happened where they had to change the logo of this as well, and this is what it looks like. I honestly think it will be better as a belt instead of a skirt just because of how tiny it is, but I guess that's how it is in real life, so I don't know if it matters. Again, I think this is my favorite one of the logo change just because I'm not a big fan of the logo, but I'm glad that this dress was able to have no logo along with the top. Another rework is going to be over here, and it is the VIP corset top. Guys, look how good this rework is. I am actually so obsessed with it. I think it is so cute, and I am such a big fan of it. This one is also one of my favorites for sure, and you can even make it like some sort of denim top because look how cute that is. Oh, I love all the new bows and undershirts and ruffles they're using to improve all of these items. I honestly think that all the detail matters so much, so thank you Dress to Impress. I feel like you guys definitely cooked with this. And speaking of reworks, let's head over here so you guys can see the final one, and it is gonna be just a regular classic t-shirt. It looks exactly the same on the mannequin, so many people actually missed this, but now it has little bows and look how cute it is. Obviously you could do the logos that was originally there. They did add this other one, which is this one right here. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that, guys, come on. That looks really complicated. But regardless, we get a little t-shirt with little bows, which is so cute. You guys can definitely get the idea that with this new update, bows are the star of the show. We actually got a brand new runway and it is in the back rooms. I know, it's a little bit creepy, but this was something that was not mentioned in the banner. And yeah, we have a whole free play mode runway, but it is in the back rooms. We even have creepy cameras just hanging from some wires coming down the ceiling. But I have heard really cursed stories about this runway. I know the update just came out, but there is this video of someone going into this runway at 3 a.m. and there are a bunch of Lanas cologne together and just being really creepy. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you guys think, because I think this is freaky. We all know that Dress to Impress has so much Lana lore, so I think I'm gonna have to do a deep dive at 3 a.m. next time to figure out what is happening with this new update. If you guys want to know more about Lana lore, check out the playlist on my channel because there is so much about Lana lore. I have been researching it for the past 2 years, if not more, so I know all the ins and outs about the Lana lore. There is also some other like creepy random things that were added, so if you guys just explore the back room a little bit, I know it's easy to get lost in here and everything, but they even added a room which kind of looks like a reworked of Lana's room. I don't know if this was here before, but I definitely have not seen it until now, so I don't know if this is a part of the new update or not, but it is really creepy. I mean, I don't know, I feel like everything in the back rooms is just super creepy to begin with. It could be the most normal thing, but the fact that it's in here can make it weird. Just like this Lana poster over here, so obviously there's like a lot of Lana lore involved in this back rooms area, but hey, there is so much to explore in here, so comment down below if you guys would want a video of me exploring the back rooms at 3 a.m. because apparently that's when everything creepy happens. Great, and now I'm stuck in the back rooms. Oh no. Is Lena actually the villain of Dress to Impress? Let's find out. We all know that the main two NPCs of Dress to Impress is Lana and Lena. At first, everybody thought that Lena was just here to replace Lana, but in the Halloween quest that we had 2 years ago, we found out that Lena is actually a bad person. However, recently for Dress to Impress updates, they have depicted Lana and Lena to be best friends for some reason. For example, when Dress to Impress was releasing some sneak peeks for their summer update coming up, they released this image. I don't know when Lana and Lena became best friends or whatever, but I need to get to the bottom of this because I always thought that Lena was the bad guy, but maybe we've been wrong this whole time. And similar to that, when Dress to Impress released the official trailer for their Valentine's Day update, before it even came out, there was some scenes in here that depicted Lana and Lena to kind of be best friends. Although it didn't give us much context, at the end of the day, they were like having a sleepover, they were pillow fighting, and as you can see, they're all acting like best friends. They have photos together, they're dancing together, they're just having slumber parties, so I'm very confused, and I feel like I must not be the only person that is really confused right now. So in today's video, we're gonna get to the bottom of this and find out if Lena is actually the villain of Dress to Impress. Lena first got introduced to us a while back, I would probably say around 2 years ago in Dress to Impress. The reason why she was introduced to us was kind of weird. At first, Lana's nail salon was completely empty. It had moving boxes, and it even gave us the impression that Lana left her job. However, at the same time that Lena replaced Lana in the nail salon, Lana was actually trapped in a cage behind a hidden door. This was so crazy, and it was actually something insane that Dress to Impress did, because at the end of the day, Dress to Impress is just an innocent dress-up game, right? Why is the nail lady in a cage? What happened? Why is there so much lore? And basically, I was trapped in this dungeon for quite some time. You know, you could go and visit her if you wanted to, but at the end of the day, it was really creepy just to have the nail lady locked up in the basement. And they actually had to get rid of this because a lot of parents were actually complaining to Dress to Impress that this wasn't safe for children, that this shouldn't be on the game, you know. At the end of the day, Dress to Impress is for all ages, but when you add lore like this, it definitely does not help at all. And around that time, this article got released and it says, what happened to Nail Lady Lana in Dress to Impress? Fans think something big is coming on Halloween. And something big did happen. This was around the time where we got the big Halloween quest, where we were able to take a deep dive into Lana's childhood story and find out more about her. I actually got access to this Halloween quest, so if you guys want a whole video on it, exploring this quest and diving deep into Lana's childhood family, her house, and just finding out more about the Lana lore, comment down below and I'll make a video for you guys. But this article basically says the lore behind the Nail Lady Lana in Dress to Impress is sprawling, intense, and kind of spooky. The beloved character was introduced to the minigame around 5 years ago as of writing. She has become a staple of the Dress to Impress experience as a salon owner who paints the player's nails. Obviously, we all know that when you play Dress to Impress, Lana is the one that does your nails. For a little bit, it was Lena, but hey, Lana is the OG for sure. However, there was cryptic diaries, scary secret rooms, and storytelling that expands outside of the game. If you guys don't know, Lana actually has a few games herself. One of them is How to Get the Stitch Dress that is located under Lana's nail salon, and they're all a little bit creepy to say the least. I have a full tutorial on how to get the stitch dress in my channel, so make sure to check that out down below. And I also have a whole Lana lore series as a playlist, so if you guys want more information about the Lana lore from the past 2 years, then make sure to check that out as well, because there is so much information in there. But this article also says fans have been trying to piece together the drama behind the beloved character who has now allegedly been replaced by an obsessive rival. Confused? Let's break it down. So in the recent developments which have been seen Lana go missing and be replaced by a new nail tech lady named Lena, we are just at the tip of her lore iceberg. However, they've definitely caught fans' attention like never before. An update that happened August 30th back in 2024 shocked players when they realized that Lana was no longer sitting at her nail station, ready to paint the nails. Instead, they were greeted with a sight of Lana's tipped over salon chair, a ton of moving boxes, and a bullet board post advertising an open position for a new nail tech lady. And while the moving boxes suggest that Lana decided to quit on her own, the tipped chair definitely hinted that something sinister may have happened. This fear was confirmed when fans started to discover a secret room inside of Dress to Impress lobby. In the secret room that could only be accessed by walking through an unassuming clothing bookshelf along the wall. This was actually located in the salon and it looked like just a regular shelf. Over here is the exact placement where that bookshelf was. So before there was this little podium thing, there was actually a little shelf with a bunch of random items, you know, kind of just salon stuff. You know, nobody thought much of it, but there was a time where you actually could walk straight through the wall and find Lana sitting in a dungeon cell. The article says that upon entering the secret dungeon, players found Lana or her doppelganger, which is a whole other thing, locked inside a jail cell surrounded by cryptic writing on the wall. Some of the writing read, "Where is she?" and "Her name is like mine, but she is so different." This is when the whole Lana doppelganger situation occurred. If you guys are not familiar with that, a lot of people are theorizing that Lana actually got replaced by a doppelganger after this whole incident. Once Lana packed her bags and left involuntarily and was trapped in the basement of Dress to Impress, the new Lana that has returned is not the same. The Lana that's sitting in the nail salon right now in Dress to Impress. The Lana that's sitting in the nail salon right now in Dress to Impress is not the real Lana. Lana is missing. As you can see, she has very robotic kind of actions. She just sways back and forth and doesn't really do much. She also looks a little bit different from the real Lana. If you know, you know. But okay, who is Lena in Dress to Impress? These mysterious notes, along with a diary entry also found inside the the hidden room led players to a new character named Lena. Her Roblox profile originally read, "I've always wanted to work for them, yet she was in my way. When she suddenly disappeared one day, I asked to fill the gaps she had left behind her. Of course, a salon can't function without the owner. I have a feeling everything I've worked for is just temporary." In the days following the update, Lena became the new face of the Dress to Impress nail salon, taking over Lana's position seamlessly. However, just like Lena's bio suggests, fans think that her role in Dress to Impress salon may have been temporary. Rumors have reportedly been confirmed that one of the developers of the popular Roblox game have stated that Lana may be returning in a scary Halloween update. And that is exactly what happened. After the Halloween update and after that quest, I will literally say that that is one of my favorite quests ever of Dress to Impress. It was the Halloween update, not last Halloween, but the one before that. That was actually the best quest Dress to Impress has ever done. It had 3 chapters. The first chapter, you took a deep dive into Lana's childhood. You took a little path through the forest to end up at her childhood home. In this home is where you found out a lot about Lana when she was a child, and you also get to uncover the truth about her parents. Lana's parents are a little bit questionable for sure, but they play a big part in who Lana became. In chapter 2 of the Halloween quest, you actually got shipped to an insane asylum. I know, this sounds crazy. You're probably thinking, is this even still Dress to Impress? But yeah, it is. Basically, this story uncovered that Lana's parents decided to send her off to a mental institution. And that's where in chapter 2, you get to explore the institute and find out way more about Lana. This is also where you get to meet the new character Nurse Julie, and she is actually kind of an icon. I personally really like Nurse Julie. However, this one is definitely super creepy because chapter 2, you're in the asylum and it is so dark and scary in there, and you're just uncovering so much information all at once while trying to run away from an evil version of Nurse Julie. Chapter 3 of the quest is what made us believe that Lena was actually the bad guy. So in the last chapter of the quest, basically you get to help Lana escape from Lena, but Lena is totally an evil person. She is in all black, she is floating, she is evil, she is literally attacking you. So you have to constantly dodge her while trying to save Lana, and it is this whole intense action-driven quest. However, a lot of people are starting to question if Lena is actually evil, just because at the end of the day, we have a Lana doppelganger and a Nurse Julie doppelganger. So what's stopping them from making a Lena doppelganger? Is the Lena that we saw in the quest actually Lena? Is she actually evil, or was that also all a part of their plan? I personally think that my theory is that Lena actually is evil. A lot of people are giving her the benefit of the doubt, but at the end of the day, I think she is fully evil. She was waiting for Lana to mysteriously disappear to take over her spot in the nail salon, and also, I know that Lana and Lena appear to be best friends now, but let me tell you, that is not Lana. So I guess it makes sense why they're all of a sudden this like besties, you know, they're going to slumber parties, they're having pillow fights, they're going to Brazil. I think it's all a cover story because at the end of the day, that is not the real Lana. I just posted a video yesterday about how Lana is missing, so make sure to check that out as well because I uncover way more about Lana. So yeah, I think it only makes sense that Lena is actually an evil person, and the reason why she appears to be so bestie with Lana is because this is not the real Lana. This Lana is also evil, and that's just a doppelganger that replaced her. The real Lana has not been found in Dress to Impress, and she hasn't even been seen since 2 years ago. Since that Halloween quest, since she was in the basement, since she was in the cage, Lana is gone, guys. It is currently 3 a.m. and what a better time than to explore the dark side of Dress to Impress. Many people think that Dress to Impress is just an innocent dress-up game, but in reality, it is so much more than that, and it is actually kind of a scary game. Let me explain. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get into it. So this is the Dress to Impress that everybody knows. I am currently in free play mode, where you can kind of come up with your own outfits and whatnot. Behind me is the area where you get your skin tone, your hair, and makeup done. And as you can see, it is called Lana's Salon. You're probably wondering who Lana is. Many of you already know, but Lana is the nail tech lady that is sitting right here at her desk. And she kind of just swings back and forth, doesn't say anything, doesn't do anything except your nails. However, what if I told you that this nail tech lady has actually a super dark side to her that not many people know about? It is easy to underestimate Lana as she is just an NPC, right? In a lot of Roblox games, there are so many NPCs that people kind of just miss because they're just there for a simple reason, whether it's to do your nails or just be an extra as a background. But Lana actually has a pretty dark story to her, so let's explore that right now. A while back before this update in the old Dress to Impress map, there was actually a journal found in Lana's desk, and it had this written on it. As you can see, it is kind of a Roblox username profile, so we're gonna go check that out and see where that leads us. And once you type in that number and everything, it leads you to this, which is Lana's Roblox profile. And for some reason, her avatar is not loading and it doesn't display, but usually it does show up. However, there is something so fishy about Lana's Roblox profile. Once you read her bio, it says, "I used to say I didn't let the past consume me, yet I relive it every day." Already, we are getting some sort of a dark and mysterious vibes from this nail tech lady, but let's do a little more exploring because this is just the tip of the iceberg. Scrolling down, you can see communities, and this is Lana's community, I guess. So this is actually Lana's mom and dad, and it basically reads, "While we forever acknowledge the horrors of the past that have targeted us all, we must move forward with a newfound mindset of growth and resilience that redefines us as people. And I, Lana, shall forever cherish you all." That is pretty weird, guys. That is really weird. Advice. What do you do when you feel like something's missing? I live in a neutral and calm life, but at what cost? That is so suspicious, guys. Oh my gosh, and this is just getting started, guys. Just getting started. So that is her group, right? However, Lana actually has some creations. So if you click here, you will see that there is an experience for people to join. And once you click on it, it gets even creepier. So it says, "My name is Lana and life is unfair." Not gonna lie, I feel you, Lana. Life is not meant to be fair, but this is taking a pretty dark turn. So let's go ahead and join her game and see where this takes us. So immediately we spawn into this super creepy area with a bunch of red, a bunch of text, and the vibes are not really giving, guys. It is so scary. It seems like there are some people going over here, so we're just gonna follow them and see where it takes us. Oh my gosh, so once you join this game, there are literal Lanas that start chasing you guys, and it is really hard to see, so just make sure you don't get attacked by any of these doppelganger Lanas. I know this is super scary and definitely a turn from Dress to Impress. I definitely recommend doing this with some of your friends just because it makes it a lot less scarier, especially if you're playing at 3 a.m. like I am right now. However, remember there are actual Lana monsters in this game that kind of follow you and chase you and try and kill you, so be very careful, guys. Make sure you are always moving, jumping. Like this girl is getting attacked by Lana right now. Oh my gosh, there's one chasing me. Guys, this is so scary. Oh my gosh, I just got killed. That is crazy, guys. All right, guys, so I read that actually when you spawn in and you see this whole lake thing, you're actually supposed to go straight behind you, and basically you jump up this wall onto these pillars, and then you go all the way up on the pillars, and it is so dark, guys. I literally can't see anything. Oh my gosh. And once you pass the pillars, you're basically going to follow whatever seems like has light, I guess. I read this online, so I don't know how accurate this is, but that is why we're putting it to the test today, you know? There's also some weird text. The fake will succeed, the original will perish. That is so weird, guys. I don't like the vibes. And you're basically just gonna keep going and going and going. Like I said, it definitely helps if you have friends because it makes it all that lot easier and just less scary. And eventually you come across this super weird symbol, and this was actually in the Dress to Impress map not too long ago. I think it was the summer update or something like that. And this symbol right here is a very important. So make sure you guys remember this symbol. And the more you explore, the more text you find. So it says she now works in the nail salon just to get by, but now she's feeling unmotivated and tired. I literally thought that Lana was just an NPC, guys, but clearly we are wrong. Lana has a whole story and she is chasing me. Oh my gosh. I want to read this text, but there are two Lanas. She has no strength left. Oh my gosh, guys, I can't read this. While I wish I was sorry. Oh my gosh, no, guys, I was trying to read that. Okay, point is, in this game, there are a lot of creepy texts that give you a little more context. You guys are welcome to explore it, but this is also just the beginning. So I'm gonna show you guys even creepier stuff. And scrolling down from the forest, which is the game we were just on, you're gonna see that there is the fortress, and that is the symbol that I mentioned earlier. This has been in Dress to Impress. We found it just now. So what does this symbol mean? If you go down to the description of the game, it says, despite my previous statements of resentment and condemnation regarding the propaganda I spewed in the past, I have decided to reopen this place to show you the hardships, cruelty, and terror I was subject to. Patrons, trust me, you will not consume any of the information in this fortress. Okay, let's see what this is all about, guys. I am definitely even more scared now. And we seem to have the exact same red vibe going on. And somehow I am wearing a weird outfit. This is not the outfit I usually wear, except for maybe the necklace and the skirt, but there seems to be another layered outfit on top of mine. Immediately spawning in, you spawn into this garden type of thing that is surrounded by buildings. If you look at the wall, it says nothing is real, nothing is real, nothing is real. Wake up from your dream, do you see him? That is creepy, guys. Nothing is real, wake up from your dreams. Oh my gosh, guys, this just keeps going. And there also seems to be some signs. Ever dream of this man? Every night all over the world, hundreds of people see this face in their dreams. If this man appears in your dreams too, or if you have any information that can help us identify him, please contact us. Guys, that is so scary. I am definitely really scared. We have some Lana paintings hung up, and it looks like I accidentally just went into a room. So this door over here is open. So we're gonna explore this room that we just went into. Right off the bat, it seems like just a regular bedroom type of vibe, if I'm not mistaken. Once you go onto the desk, there is actually a journal entry, and I'm gonna try my best to read this, but this is a little tricky to zoom in on. I'm actually going to take a screenshot, guys, because I cannot make out the words of this journal entry. All right, guys, we are zooming in, and I still can't really see it. It seems like there is a photo, and it says the day my mother died, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna try to get an even better screenshot, but this seems kind of impossible, guys. Maybe we are not meant to read what is in this journal. All right, guys, it seems like we are able to kind of read it right now. It does say the day my mother died with a photo and a necklace, and it also says, dear diary, who am I? So it seems like this person kind of took an evil job position to pay for her mother's funeral. I'm not too sure, guys. I can't really make out what this means at all. Ceremony to honor her spirit. Although I feel content working here, I always wonder if my mother would have been proud of me. In my heart, I know she would be proud of me. I know she would be proud that I would go to such lengths for her. For now, I have not moved on. However, paying for her funeral could help me move to a new chapter of my life. Oh my gosh, I probably completely botched that up, guys, but that is definitely something, guys. There is a lot going on right now, and I'm just trying to unpack it as best as we can. There seems to be some photos and posters on the wall, and honestly, there is even more writing over here, guys. Oh my gosh, let's see what this says. I miss my mom, ... The patrons are blind to all of this, and it's scary, ... I don't know what to do, /A. I don't think the horizon is safe. At one of the meetings, Agamenon mentioned something something about doing things to them, but it wasn't in depth. Recently, I heard what they were doing to Nelly and Nathan. I don't know what will happen to me, but this does not fit my morals. I must try to stop it, comma A. I still don't know how to feel about working for Lana. Of course, I love the money. However, I feel a little wary about all the things her and Agamenon are planning, especially to the horizon. So I feel like according to these letters and notes, it kind of seems like Lana might be in on all this bad juju stuff, but I think the only way to find out is to just keep exploring. So in the middle, there seems to be a chair that you can't access or go into, which is very, very creepy. A lot of the doors are boarded up. Thankfully, there was at least that one that we could have entered, but this is very, very weird. In here, there are some metal doors, and it says that there is a chamber. We're gonna try to go inside, and oh my gosh, I think we actually can. It says in here, the first thing you see is kind of like a box inside of a room. The windows have been tinted for construction. Sorry for the inconvenience. It does look like we can kind of peek our eyes in there and see what there is. Oh my gosh, guys, wait, is that a monster? That is so scary, guys. So it looks like there is a Lana painting, some chairs, and then if you go a little to the side, there is literally a monster staring at me, guys. Oh my gosh, I am definitely very, very creeped out right now. It also seems like there is a sign above the monster. I can't really make out what it says, but that is definitely very scary. You can kind of see it from different angles, and oh my god, guys, I am definitely super scared. I'm gonna try to see if I can see the monster from behind, but there's actually no cracks behind, so I don't think you're meant to see what's behind that. I am definitely super, super scared, guys, but like I said, it only gets worse from here. If you guys think that Dress to Impress took a dark turn already, just you wait, because it gets even worse. Going back to Lana's Roblox profile, you will see that there are some favorite games, so we're gonna open this up real quick. We've done the forest, we've done the fortress, but there is a gallery, a meat room, some other stuff. I know that you are not able to join a lot of them. I think the meat room, for example, is unavailable, which is very, very creepy. Same with this one right here, you're not able to play it either. Of course, she has Dress to Impress because that only makes sense, but there are still two other games that we haven't explored quite yet. The first one is the gallery one, and the second one is the house. The first one we're gonna join is the house, and basically the cover image is so creepy, guys. It says, "I can't get it out of my head. I can't get it out of my veins. Tell me what I did to deserve such a childhood. Oftentimes people brush it aside. How come I am not granted the privilege of forgetting?" Guys, that is so, so creepy. Description says, "In Michigan, the mourning dove where I called home. Maybe one day I'll look back and find solace in the memories." Guys, what is happening? I am so, 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 so scared. But you know what? We're gonna join it, because why not? We need to make sense of all of this. So I immediately joined, and it is so dark and scary. I am the only person in here, and it looks like there might be something behind me. Everything is so dark. All I can see is the moon in the sky. But going behind me, immediately a house pops up, and this is supposed to be Lana's childhood home. If you guys completed the Dress to Impress quest from the Halloween update, you will recognize this house. However, right now it is so dark and scary, and I don't even know what I'm looking at. We're gonna go inside the house and see if we can find anything. Already looking back, there are some text on the wall. Can you tell I'm so disturbed with who I used to be? Guys, this stuff is so creepy. I am so lost. Going into the kitchen, there is another text. Nelly isn't doing so well because of our absence. I am so sorry. I don't know who Nelly is, guys. If anyone knows who Nelly is, please comment down below, but I've never heard that name in my life. In the bathroom, there is also another one. I am so sorry, you were real people and I fed you all to it so selfishly. Fed what to what? Guys, that is so weird. Oh my gosh, and here there is a lot of more words. It seems like it is just random blabber. It worsened my health. It worsened my health. I don't know. A lot of people theorize that Lana ate some sort of poisonous apple and some sort of Agamenon, or whatever you say, guys. I'm sorry, I'm trying my best. But but she trusted this quote-unquote monster or creature to eat this apple, and the apple poisoned Lana and kind of took over her body. Agamenon isn't who I want to trust, but someone I had to. So maybe she had to trust him for some sort of weird reason. If I never took the red orb from his hands, I would have lived such a normal life. Remembering back at the first game we joined, I had a red orb in my hand, so I wonder if that has something to do with it, or maybe it's that symbol that we keep seeing over and over again. A curse has been placed onto my family. Why do I let the past consume me? I'm a terrible person. The room with the flower that is boarded up is Lana's childhood bedroom that we are not able to enter for some random reason. Over here are her parents' room, and it says, "Stop perceiving me. I don't even want to think of my parents right now. It's not their fault. I just resent them for their choice." I don't, guys, this just gets creepier and creepier. Another theory I keep hearing going around is that apparently after Lana took the poisoned apple and started acting differently, her parents actually sent her to an insane asylum where she met Nurse Julie, and that was chapter 2 of the Halloween quest, if you guys played that. That is so sad, and I feel so bad for our girl Lana, but let's explore the other game to see what that has in store for us. Alright, the last game we're going to be joining is called The Gallery, and this basically says, flash warning. Oh no, guys, I'm so scared. A new portrait is hung up. It's the same one as always, a harsh reminder that she is the only truth. Guys, I'm actually so scared, but we're joining it. Why not? So it looks like these are one-player games, and it is in first person. I can't see my avatar, and there's this giant red aura around me. Gallery rules. When the clock stops ticking, please exit the gallery. Know why you are here. When all the paintings are the same and indifferent from each other, you are far too deep. Walk. Everything you see here is the truth. Don't go too far into the hallway. There is an end, however, you won't reach it. Stride along with no others. Do not disturb the viewers. Thank you for complying. Guys, what is happening? I am so scared right now. The fact that it is so dark right now, it is currently 3 in the morning. I don't know if I should be here right now. Looking, there are some Lana posters, and there is Lana at the nail salon with that crazy creature right behind her. People say that this is the Agamenon or Mamanon or whatever his name is. I'm sorry guys, I'm mispronouncing it, but this looks very similar of that other game that we were in. We're gonna keep going, and these paintings are so creepy, guys. It is literally just Lana in the salon with a black creature hovering all over her. There are 2 gravestones that says Sadie and Jayla. I am the real Lana. I don't know where I am. And oh my gosh, guys, this just got so weird. Her face just got all deformed, and oh my gosh, guys, I am really scared. Looks like the nail salon is abandoned, and there are some leaves floating in. I don't know what that is. There are more of these posters if you've ever seen this man. Over here, I don't know what that says. It is really hard to see what that text says, but it looks a lot like the place we were in before. There are some furniture scattered all over here, and even creepier photos that I can't make out. The map is getting darker and darker, and I am so scared to step foot in there, guys. My heart is racing so fast right now. I can't see anything, and I feel like I'm about to get jump scared. I'm literally just tapping W because I don't know what's about to happen, guys. I am so scared. The text on the wall is saying, "Don't go too far deep." Guys, I don't know. Should we do it? Should we not? I am so scared right now, guys. I literally am sweating. I guess we're just gonna go for it, and I'm gonna cover my eyes because if there is something I hate is scary games. I feel like I'm about to get jump scared right now. We're just gonna keep going, and hopefully nothing happens. It looks like there's a little sign in here, and I'm so scared to move and see what this says, guys. Oh my gosh. Lana, I am the one who tells the truth, the one you should trust. Oh my gosh, guys. And it keeps saying, don't go too far deep. Don't go too far deep, guys. Oh my gosh. What are we gonna do? We're gonna go far deep. Let's go. Let's do this, guys. I'm so scared. My heart's pounding. I'm really scared. I'm gonna get jump scared. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. Are we going for it? Are we going for it? There's so many mannequins. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm just gonna hold down W and pray for the best. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What is happening? The paintings are being being the same, guys. Remember, it said when the paintings are the same, you're going too far deep. So I'm definitely way ahead of myself right now. Ah! Oh my gosh, what was that? Guys, that is so scary. Oh my gosh, I am literally sweating right now. This was a horrible idea. I shouldn't have done that. So with the new Halloween update, we have uncovered a lot more to the whole entire Lana lore. Before, Lana used to just be a normal nail tech lady that was part of the game, but no one really paid much attention to her. However, in the Brat update that happened a couple months ago, Lana got replaced with the new nail tech named Lena, and Lana was being held in a cage under the floor of the Dress to Impress map. Now, with this new Halloween update, there is a portal that appeared in the intermission, and this portal leads you to all the answers to the entire Lana story. So once you go through the portal, you'll be teleported to this room right here, and it has 3 different chapters, and each chapter uncovers a different part of Lana's story. So we're gonna start from the beginning and go into chapter 1. So once you go into chapter 1, you will be teleported into the super creepy and dark forest. And in this forest, your goal is to find Lana's childhood home before it gets dark. So you only have 2 minutes to do this, and what you're gonna want to do is follow the trail of white flowers on the floor. Thankfully, you're allowed to have some people with you to help you out to make it a little less scary, because this is definitely kind of creeping me out. If you have your volume on, you will hear random growls every now and then, and it is definitely not a good sound to hear. You can also make your character sprint to ensure that you get to Lana's house before it gets dark. It should look something like this once you start to approach the house, and then it will tell you more about the story.
In due time, my is his. Am I even me anymore? I took it. It's too late now.
Took what?
Now I'm leaving my home and my parents for who knows how long. I wonder if I'll ever be free again.
Oh no.
Poisoned me.
Poison?
No longer well. I'm too drained to even pack the few essential items I do own. I wish someone could help me retrieve them.
We'll help you, Lana, don't worry.
Journal, nail file, Greek Tales book, and palette. Could you help me find them and bring them back to me, please?
Definitely.
If they find you, they'll hurt you.
Who's they? Oh my gosh, I don't want to get hurt. What? Okay, well, that is definitely very scary. But once you get to Lana's house, your goal is to find different keys to unlock different things. And you're supposed to help Lana pack these 6 items right here. However, when you enter the house, oh my gosh. Yep, okay, well, when you enter the house, there's a creepy 2-headed monster that chases you around. So whatever you do, you cannot get caught by this monster. So as you can see, there's a key right here behind this plant. So I'm gonna collect the green key, which goes to the green lock. And when you go upstairs, you will see a couple more locks and stuff like that. So as you can see, the green key unlocks the attic. So we're gonna go up here and maybe there'll be an item in there. So see, there's the Greek Tale book right here. So we're gonna grab that. And once you collect any of the items, you're gonna go back to Lana's room and deposit them in her suitcase. And in here, you can see baby Lana. So this is Lana when she was a little girl, and this is her room. So it's really cute. It's really pink. But don't be fooled, because Lana is going through it right now. This is barely even Lana, and she has been poisoned by a monster. Now, something I do want to point out is that in this family photo, you can see that it's Lana with her 2 parents. And the monster also has 2 heads, as you can see. Since these are the only 2 other people in the house, and the height difference makes sense, the monster that is walking around trying to chase you and hunt you down is said to be Lana's parents. As you can see, there is a big resemblance between this photo and this monster right here. Yep, okay. And there is a big theory behind whether Lana's parents are good people or evil people after all. So once you collect all the items, you will see that Lana is packing her bags and being sent off into a medical center. So she's in the back of this very creepy van. And after you do that, you will be teleported to chapter 2. And in here, you can see that you're in the medical center. So this is where Lana is being held at after she escapes her childhood home. And in this quest, you're supposed to try to find missing map pieces without getting caught by the very creepy nurse. So what you're gonna wanna do is walk around, and as you can see, a lot of doors close. But if there are some doors that do not close, you're gonna wanna go in them if you can. So this hospital is very creepy. There's a lot of very creepy paintings on the wall and stuff like that. And there's also the very creepy nurse that chases you around. I don't know how she didn't see me or kill me, but I'm thankful for that because she is very, very scary, guys. And I just found a tape recording. Oh my gosh, she just like flew in. But let's listen to what this has to say.
The date is December 1st, 2012. It's the first day of my internship here at the hospital. My parents were a little worried, as you can imagine. Interning at a creepy hospital for medical experience isn't exactly the ideal dream they envision for their teenage daughter.
Agreed.
Regardless, I'm glad they trust me.
Is that it? Okay, well that seems like it is it. I mean, from this tape, it seems like Julie is not too bad of a person. So maybe she is also poisoned as well, just like Lana is. But who knows, because that didn't give us too much context, to be honest. And you can actually find one of Lana's journal entries. So this one says, it's been 6 months and I can still feel them crawling inside of my stomach. I can never eat or even look at another apple again. So she definitely got poisoned with an apple. That was a theory that was going around for a little bit now, but obviously it is confirmed now. Not after what he did to me. I was fooled and I'm ashamed. He's the reason I'm in this wretched place. I want to leave, but I know I can't. I cannot leave until I'm better. I can sense that he's here. They can't see him, but I know he's there. Or at least part of him is. So that's definitely very creepy. And there's another entry. So this is entry number 2, and it was made a couple months later. It's been a while. I haven't had access to my journal in 2 months. I was locked into my room for acting out. The nurses said I was unstable and a danger to myself and others. I knew I recognized his name from somewhere. I've read my Greek tale book from back to cover, hoping to find out more about him. Who is he and who he was? Maybe it would help me figure out why me. I live in a constant paranoia. I'm always wondering, is today the day? And there's a third journal entry. So this one says, I can see the flowers blooming from my barred window. I wish I could smell them. It's been so long. Nurse Julie said I've been making progress and that she is proud of me. I've been growing fond of Nurse Julie, but I'm worried about getting too close to her. The whispers grow louder and they tell me horrible things. I feel defeated. I can't stop what's going to happen to her when I leave. He poisons and destroys everything his presence touches. So Nurse Julie is the nurse that is currently walking around and scaring everybody in this chapter. So she is the very creepy nurse, but from the recording and from the journal entry, Nurse Julie was definitely a good person before. It seems like once Lana left, she got poisoned the exact same way Lana did. And it seems like there's a 4th journal entry as well. So it says, my birthday passed, I'm almost an adult now. My parents couldn't make it yet again. They made up the same excuse that they always do. It's okay though, I know that they're in pain and I know they don't understand me. I hope that if I get out of this place, they'll be able to look at me lovingly again. I hate celebrating my birthday now. Somehow Nurse Julie makes it all better. She even baked me a cake, triple chocolate. I don't understand how someone so young and bright could work in a place like this. So this definitely ties back to the voice recording we found in Nurse Julie's station. So her parents were obviously against her working at a creepy hospital, but it seemed that that's what she wanted. And there is another journal entry. So it says, Nurse Julie has started to become aggressive. I knew this would happen. I knew he would do this. She's turning ... just like my parents did until I decided to leave them alone. I don't think I'll be here much longer to see the outcome. I don't know whether to be happy or sad about that. In other news, I finally found more information on him from the hospital library. Agamenon. I think I know why he's doing this now. His greed cost him everything, and now innocents like me are paying the price. So this definitely just confirms that the said person, Agamenon, is the person that poisoned Lana in the beginning, poisoned her parents, and now they're poisoning Nurse Julie as well. So it seems like every person that this person comes across has to pay a certain price and gets poisoned poisoned as well and just become someone who they are not. Now, there are 2 more journal entries, and this one says, he's using Nurse Julie to taunt me. Some days she's normal, other days she's dazing off. I saw a fly land directly in her eye the other day, and she didn't even notice. He knows I care about her, and he knows I've been researching him. I hope he's scared. I hope he knows that someday I'll figure out a way to stop him. I told Nurse Julie that she needs to leave this place, leaving me along with it, but she refused. She is stubborn just like me. And this was a couple months later. It says, it's finally happening. No, not that. Not yet. I'm being discharged. My body isn't sick anymore. My mind, ... Well, it's not as clouded as before. My hair finally grew back, and I feel terrible for my parents. They told me not to worry about the hospital fees over the phone, but I could hear the distress in their voices. It's killing them. My sickness was killing them. I've packed all of my bags. I tried to say goodbye to Julie, but she doesn't recognize me anymore. She's become terribly pale, and she doesn't look like herself. My heart is broken. So that is definitely a lot, but we got way more of the story out of that journal. That was found in room 3, which was Lana's room. So Lana left behind her journal entry, but that gave us a lot of clues as to what is really going on. In this medical center, Lana stayed there for about a year, if not even more. She was there for a while and was able to do some research on the person that was poisoning her all this time. We also found out that they poisoned Lana's parents as well, making them that 2-headed entity that we saw earlier in Lana's childhood home. And that exact same thing also poisoned Nurse Julie when they saw that Lana was getting a little too close with her as a friend. He didn't like that Lana had friends, and now Nurse Julie looks something like this, and that is super creepy. She is definitely very pale, like Lana mentioned in her journal entry. She says she doesn't recognize her anymore, and she looks completely different to how she did before. And once you and your team find all the missing pieces, this is gonna happen. So there's gonna be a heartbeat sound, and you're gonna have to escape from Nurse Julie. So you're gonna follow this red line and just try your best not to die. I'm definitely might die, honestly, guys, because this is very hard. I'm just following the line, and as you're running, you can hear Nurse Julie actually running behind you, and the footsteps are very scary. I recommend holding the shift button so that way you can actually sprint and you can get through it a little bit faster, and hopefully you have a little more wiggle room. And once you reach the end of the map, you will see yourself walk out of the medical wing. So this means that you have successfully escaped Nurse Julie and the medical center, and then you'll be teleported into chapter 3, the final chapter.
Yes, you! Come here!
Who's this?
What to do when time is running out? My name is Serena, and I'm a newly hired clothing designer here.
Okay.
Need your help.
Oh no.
It's Lana. Tonight's the full blood moon. We're running out of time. Soon her soul will be completely gone.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't help the real Lana. Lena knows who I am, and she's working for him. She's trapped in the catacombs. There's a secret entrance through this portal behind me. It's how the doppelgangers appear. I can't come with you because of Lena, but I believe in you.
Oh no.
And stop Lena!
Alright, so Lena is definitely a very evil person in this whole story. She is working with him, which is the person that poisoned Lana, Nurse Julie, and Lana's parents. They're also behind all the doppelgangers, so you have to go through this maze in order to find the real Lana. What you're gonna want to do is follow little lights that start appearing in the maze. So when you're not sure which way to go, you're gonna see some lights and they're gonna guide you to the right place. Serena was also talking about today being a full blood moon, and when I looked this up, it signifies danger along with also an ending of time. So she said that Lana's soul is almost completely gone and we have very limited time to help her out. And once you're able to navigate to the end of the maze, the story gets even crazier. That is not Lana. Who is that? Oh my gosh, she looks so creepy, guys. Okay, there's the real Lana. She is trapped in a cage.
So, we meet again. Oh, don't look so confused. I know you know I'm not the real Lana.
Yeah.
Nah, or whatever you are. Shut up!
Oh my gosh.
I'm sure you know who I am, but you don't know.
What I am.
My name is Lena, and we've been watching you for a very long time.
Okay.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't impressed with how much you've managed to figure out.
Thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh, she just hissed.
You dare! He is most pleased with me. He needs Lana's soul to sacrifice her doppelgangers, or else everything he has built will be destroyed.
Oh gosh, okay.
Like us, not a mere mortal. He is a god.
What is happening?
Glorious power. Master, please transform me so I can obliterate this puny imbecile once and for all!
Oh my gosh. What? What is this? This is literally like some anime intro song. What is going on right now? Guys, this is so funny. Like, I know this is supposed to be scary, but this is kind of like funny right now. What is this music? What is this music video? I don't know what's... Oh, look, it's me. Why are their hands coming at me? Oh my gosh, wait, that's actually kind of creepy. Oh, Lena's floating. What is she doing? What's going on, guys? I am so confused. Ew, what is happening? Guys, what the heck? This is kind of creeping me out, but also making me laugh at the same time. Oh my gosh. Okay, is that Lena? Oh, we're battling her. Okay, say less. Don't worry, Lana, we will free you. So you're supposed to grab this right here, and we're gonna use this to help Lana escape. So there's the Lana doppelganger, there's Lena, some version of Lena, and there's the real Lana trapped in the cage. So we're gonna fight all these doppelgangers in order to free Lana. So there's a couple portals that spawn in, and there's these random Lanas that pop out of it, and your goal is to destroy all the fake Lanas. And as soon as the rocks appear, you're gonna want to rush and get onto the rocks before the place floods and you get trapped. After that, these red beams are gonna pop up, and you're gonna have to do your best to avoid stepping on where the red is. So whatever you do, do not be in the path of those flying boulders or you will lose health. And after that, these red circles will appear on the floor, and it's the same thing. You have to do your best to avoid standing on one of those circles, or else spikes will come up and get you and you will lose health. See, these girls are smart. They are just standing in the entrance and they're avoiding all the danger that I'm going through right now. So I'm gonna go join them over there. Oh my gosh, and then Lena comes at you and you have to do your best to avoid getting stuck in her dark aura. So whatever you do, you cannot get caught by Lena's dark aura. She will start rippling and throwing stuff at you. So you have to do your best to avoid any sort of damage. And once she turns red, you're gonna do everything you can to attack her as much as possible so her health starts going down. This definitely helps being with a big group of people, so that way the more people, the more damage you can do on Lena. Bye bye. Yay!
Can't even begin to thank you enough for saving me. Free many pennies on me.
Ooh, say less.
Vacation, because I definitely need one.
Yeah, Lana, you definitely need a vacation after what you've been through. Okay, there's Lana on her vacation. Not gonna lie, that beach looks kind of creepy. Why is it so dark and gloomy? Okay, now we're in Lana's room. I don't know why she's sleeping over the covers and fully clothed, but it's okay, guys. It's fine. We're not gonna question that.
It's not over until I say it's over.
Oh no. No, leave her alone. What? I thought this was the end of it, guys. The end? Or is it? Oh, okay. So it's definitely not the end. So when you complete the quest, you will see that Lana goes back to being the nail tech lady. So in the quest, you actually do beat Lena, but you don't beat the entire story. Lana is still fighting against Agamenon or whatever the name is. So there is a lot more to come with this Lana story. So the lore actually started months ago, and it all started with the journal entry that was hidden up here in this bookshelf. It is clearly not here anymore, but this is what the first journal entry said. So it says, "Dear diary, that isn't me. They replaced the real me with some doppelganger. That girl sitting at my new desk is not me," in all caps. "I don't know who that is. I don't want to. But that's not me. I'm Lana. She's not. But she's pretending to be me. I don't know where I am. Moto Princess is holding me somewhere so I can't escape. Please help me, I am so scared, and I hope that thing sitting at my salon chair doesn't harm my image. But I think she's the reason why all these players are going missing. So this is a lot to unpack, guys, and let's start from the beginning. So basically, Moto Princess is one of the main developers of Dress to Impress. You will see her name scattered all over the salon in these shampoo bottles, the perfume hearts as well, and even over here on the shelf, every single thing has Moto Princess's name on it. They are basically the main developer that designed the entire map, but they are way more than just that. They are involved in this entire lore and in the dark side of Dress to Impress. So in the journal entry, Lana stated that Moto Princess is holding her captive and she doesn't know where she is, and the person sitting at her desk is a clone of the real Lana. In the Halloween update, there was actually a hidden chamber right through these doors that took you down to a basement where Lana was being held in a cage. It got super dark real quick that Dress to Impress actually even decided to remove it just because it was creating a lot of conflict with parents, and at the end of the day, people thought that they were just playing an innocent dress-up game. So I could see why a lot of concerns were raised when they found the nail lady in a cage in a hidden dungeon of the game. However, in this journal entry, it says find me, and there is a user ID. So we're gonna go search this user ID up in Roblox, and that is where the lore all starts, guys. This is just the tip of the iceberg. And this user ID actually takes you to Lana's Roblox profile. So her username is Lana Does Nails. She is obviously pretty popular and has over 500,000 followers. However, things start to get really creepy once you start looking really deep into her page. So first off, her bio says, "Some say I let the past consume me, but I have done nothing but let the past change me into who I am. I don't need your forgiveness, I have forgiven myself." So I don't really understand what this is supposed to mean, but it just sounds really creepy and unsettling in my opinion. But like I said, that is just the tip of the iceberg because Lana actually has some favorited games that are pretty creepy. And they also reveal a lot more to the story that many people didn't know about. Obviously, we have Dress to Impress, which is the main dress-up game. We all love Dress to Impress. However, there is some other really weird games in here. So we're gonna join all of these games and dissect all the information we get. Once you piece together all the information from every single game, the truth is so crazy, guys. So make sure to watch till the end. The first one we're gonna be joining is called The Forest, and this is probably one of the most popular ones, I believe. And right as you join, guys, it looks super creepy. So everything seems to be like a red and black kind of colored. There's also text popping up in the screen, which is really creepy as well. Once you start going down, it starts to get even weirder. So there is a giant floating Lana here. There is a painting of Lana in a pond, it seems. I don't know, the water is red, so it's really hard to make this out. And in this game, you're supposed to try to get to the end without getting caught by some creepy Lana doppelganger. So this is definitely a very scary and creepy turn to Dress to Impress compared to the innocent dress-up game that we all know. I highly recommend trying this out with other people because it just makes you feel a lot safer and not as creeped out doing it all by yourself. You will also find some random text scattered throughout this game. This one says, "While she is okay, all the medical bills and pain left her family in debt forever." So that is very creepy, guys. And if you didn't do the Lana quest in the Halloween update, basically the backstory of Lana is that her family ended up sending her to a mental asylum. So like I said, this is a very dark turn to Dress to Impress, but we'll get to that later in this video. You know you'll come to the right place once you see this sign right here. See, this girl right now is getting chased by creepy Lana, and I think she just killed me. I'm not even gonna lie. Yep, okay. Literally, Lana just killed me. I don't know if you guys saw that, but there is literally Lanas running around this entire game, and they come and chase you, and then you die. So it is very, very creepy, guys. But this is honestly one of the least creepiest games yet. So we're gonna move on to the next one and I'll explain a little bit more. The next game we're gonna be joining is Questionnaire. And honestly, this one I've been having a little bit more trouble unpacking. But the description is Lana is here with you now. It is very creepy, guys. And it says ask me while I'm still here. So let's join this game and see what this one is all about, guys. When you first join this game, it looks really cute. It looks like you're in an enchanted forest and it's very sunny and cute and colorful. However, it is definitely not that, guys. So you will notice over here that there is a sign on this tree. And if you zoom in, it says, how can you forgive her even though she killed all those people in the past? Oh, but it's okay because Agamemnon made her do it. Maybe I sound inconsiderate, but Lana is selfish, the real Lana. So, you know what? Maybe the real Lana definitely did not write this, guys. And if you don't know who Agamemnon is, obviously I'm not saying it right, guys. Don't come at me for it. I can never pronounce that name right, but it is basically a mythical Greek creature that is like this character based on Greek mythology. You could do more research on your own, but basically he is supposed to be a bad person that is haunting Lana to make her do a bunch of bad things. And from the looks of it, this letter right here is trying to make the real Lana seem like a bad person, because once Agamemnon made her do a bunch of horrible things, I don't think that was her fault, to be honest, but comment down below if you guys are team Lana or not. And if you go up here, there is actually another letter in this tree. It says, I'm sorry if you still believe her. She's good at manipulation. And this one is a little trickier to figure out because you don't really know who they're talking about. It seemed like the first letter was talking bad about the real Lana, but I think this one is not doing that. But I think this one is talking about the fake Lana. I don't know, guys. Comment down below what you think. And over here at this table, there is actually 2 more letters, guys. So let's read what these have to say. So the first one says she wants to pull us out of the awakening ? It's like she makes us go through all these terrible things and expects us to be okay with it. It is not okay. Guys, this is just getting creepier and creepier by the letter. I feel like the more information I'm finding out, the creepier and the more confusing it gets, guys. So if you thought Dress to Impress was just a dress-up game, you are so far from right. Now the next letter says her trauma has curated her into a terrible person, but so has mine, which led me to harm others. However, I've grown from it. I don't blame her, but she still needs help. /J. Alright, so that's really interesting because I don't know who J is, guys. Usually if Lana signs a letter, it would be /L. As you can see with this journal entry right here. So this journal entry actually came out during the Brat update, and even though it may look a little similar to the original journal entry, it is saying something completely different. Dear diary, are you hearing me? ? All the previous journal entries are deceptions. Please trust me. /L. So obviously L is Lana. I mean, I'm assuming, right? And I think she's trying to say how the doppelganger also planted in some fake journal entries to make people confused about which ones are actually being written by the real Lana and which are not. And to the right, it has another user ID. So we're gonna go search this one up and see what we can find, because the first one led us to Lana's Roblox account. So I wonder if this one is gonna lead us to the J person. Okay, so this user ID led us to Lena Does Nails. And if you're not sure who Lena is, she was a temporary replacement nail lady during the Halloween update. So out of nowhere, Lana the nail lady was replaced with this girl named Lena. So many people were confused, and to be honest, I never really liked her. A lot of people gave her the benefit of the doubt because we didn't know much about her. Maybe Lana just got fired and she got replaced with Lena. But we quickly learned that Lena is not a good person. I have a video in my channel talking about the dark side of Lena, so make sure to watch that to get more information about Lena and her backstory. But now that we're in her profile, it says, maybe you found out I was the villain, but that doesn't mean I won't be back. In the Halloween quest update, you actually had to free Lana, the real Lana, from Lena and Agamenon. I know I'm not saying it right, guys, okay? We don't need to talk about it. I don't know how to say it. But we discovered that Lena was actually super evil this entire time. So I am so glad that I never actually really liked Lena. But once you completed the quest, Lena disappears and the nail lady goes back to being Lana. However, based on her bio, she is kind of implying that she definitely will be back. So even though we haven't heard about Lena since the Halloween update, I am certain that we're gonna get a lot more Lena and Lana lore coming real soon. But if you scroll down on her profile, you will actually come across Lena's Roblox group named Lena's Salon. But this Roblox group is not what it seems. So obviously it's named Lena's Salon, and the description says, "Hello, I'm Lena, and it's very nice to meet you." She did a shout on August 28th that said, "Hello, how's everyone's day?" This group only has 5 members, including Lena's. It looks like they all did a little bit of chatting the day the shout was created, but no one has talked on this group since then. However, I decided to dig a little deeper and go into these people's Roblox profiles, and this is when it gets kind of creepy. So this is one of the people on there, Little Juice Boxes 2. It kind of just seems like a regular Roblox bacon, but they are friends with Little Juice Boxes 1, Little Juice Boxes, a bunch of clones of them. So the clone pattern definitely is coming together now. But their bio is, "Hey Lena, I really like how you do my nails. Thanks." So that is pretty weird, guys. Let's be honest. And going into the other people's bios, this one just says hashtags, and that is pretty weird because this account was created the exact same date that that shout was made. Same with this other user right here. So this just seems like a regular Roblox user account. However, it was created on the exact same date as the other account and the same day that Lena shouted, "Hello, how's everyone's day?" Last but not least, we have Sigma Girl. So this account is actually a bit older. It's from all the way back in 2017. But their bio is also a little creepy. It says, "Lena, you're the best nail tech there ever was." So I don't really know what to think about this, but this is definitely pretty weird, guys. And if you scroll into the affiliate section of Lena's Roblox group, you will find Lana in the enemy section. Lana's group definitely has a lot more members than Lena's group, but the description is so odd. It says, "To the Patreons, welcome to the birth of an uprising, a new dawn where we stand united against the forces of evil. Inside, we forge a path of resilience and strength, sparking a series of events that will reshape our world. Join our rebellion. Together, we are unstoppable." That is so weird, guys. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. I'm assuming that this is some sort of group that Lana is helping people unite other people in, and maybe she's forming like a whole army to fight Lena. I don't know, guys. I genuinely do not know. I am just discovering this all as I go, and it looks like you can actually join the community. So I have never come across this before, but I want to see what this is all about. It looks like we are joining it, and let's see what this is. So this looks a lot like Discord, I'm not gonna lie. So maybe this is just another version of Discord. I've never used Guilded, but from what it looks like, it seems it's like a Roblox Discord type of thing. And it looks like she's been making a lot of announcements about the awakening, I'm okay, transparency, where do I go from here? This is really creepy, guys. It has 8.1k members, and she also has a lot of really weird announcements. So there is even one that says, "At everyone, do you think I'm a good person?" So that's really weird because obviously I've always thought Lana was a good person and she didn't deserve everything that happened to her. But there's some other ones that I just don't understand. This one says, "At everyone, I will try to publish a time for the execution." So I don't know what that means, guys, and this is just getting creepier and creepier the more I dig into it. However, this is just the beginning of the dark side of this Roblox player. So Dress to Impress finally got rid of the Bratz update. However, they blessed us with a very creepy update, and it involves Lana. So as you can see, I'm in Dress to Impress right now, and all the Bratz decor got taken off, including the stand that was over here. Thankfully, all the Bratz items are still available in your code, so you just just have to click your codes, and if you've put them on before, then they should be there. However, this update gets really creepy when you go over to Lana's station and see that there's a bunch of moving boxes. The boxes say SEM Moving Company, and the nail tech name tag says nail tech needed, and you can see that there's nail tech applications scattered all over her billboard and on her desk. It seems like they got rid of Lana, and this is very weird. They have photos of other YouTubers and streamers on the billboard, and this is just super weird. But things get even weirder when you go over here and notice that there's a bunch of nail polish on the floor and footsteps, and you can actually go in through this wall, and it drops you down to this dungeon where Lana is actually in a cage crying. This is super weird, and I'm honestly kind of creeped out. As you can see, our girl Lana is actually going through it right now. We can't join her in the cage or help her out, so I'm honestly kind of sad because I like Lana, or at least the real Lana. On the wall it says, "Where is she? Her name is like mine, but she is so different. Please believe me, I'm real, she'll be gone." So I'm actually super terrified right now. I always thought Dress to Impress was an innocent dress-up game until this. I knew there was some Lana lore going on, and I always thought it was very separate, but now it's getting really intense. You can actually go in the other cage if you want to keep Lana company, but you can't unfortunately go into the cage that Lana is in. I've also noticed that her outfit does look a little different. She usually wears very long and white pants, and it looks like she has shorts on instead, so that's also very weird, and I just feel so bad. I want to help her out. And it doesn't seem like you can go anywhere else in this room, but there are a lot of X's on the floor. So it looks like there's an X made out of axes, an X made out of wooden planks, and just an X slashed onto the wooden floor. This is super weird, and I honestly don't really know what to think about this. I'm really hoping there's a mini game or something that goes along with this, because we all want to help Lana out. I'm gonna go back up and see if they have done any changes to the hidden rooms. I'm hoping to maybe find some answers in there, because last time I checked they added a key with Lana's name on it, so maybe that's the key to let her out of her cage. But that's so weird. It doesn't seem like you can go into the room anymore, so I am very confused. I'm starting to think Dress to Impress might have changed where the room is, but if you look through the window, you can see that there's actually still a room there. So I don't know how to access it, but I'm pretty sure the key that's in that room that has Lana's name on it is the key to get her out of her cage. I'm desperate for answers and desperate to know the story. I'm currently testing any possible way to get into the room, and it doesn't seem to be an option. I've tried every single little nook, and I've even tried going through the window or the roof. I've even tried going to this painting to see if maybe I get some answers, but I really want to find that key now, because that key was right in front of us the whole time, and it's actually the key that could set Lana free. So don't worry, Lana, hopefully we will be back for you. It looks like she's crying and wiping tears out of her eyes. This is so sad, guys. I don't like this. I feel super bad for her, and this is just not a good place to keep her. Oh wait, hold up. It seems like I found more writing on the wall. So over here it says aim your bow and get rid of the facades. I think I said that right. I'm sorry. English is not my first language, guys, okay? But so maybe we will get some sort of bow in the future. Maybe this will turn into a quest to liberate Lana from being a prisoner of Dress to Impress. I really want to find the bow that they're talking about, and I really want to find the key, but I'm gonna do some more research and get back to you guys. So before the Brat update, we used to have a different nail tech lady, and her name was Lana. We all know Lana, and we all love Lana a lot, but there was always some very creepy and suspicious stuff going on with the whole Lana lore. So right before the Brat update, Lana was actually glitching, and she just didn't look okay. She seemed kind of like a robot, and it was kind of creepy. A lot of people were concerned, and no one could really figure out what was going on until the update came around, and they finally replaced Lana with Lena. At first, her nail tech station was completely empty, and it just had moving boxes, and a few moments after that, we we got Lena. And Lena is the nail tech lady that you guys see right here. As you can see, her name is very, very similar to Lana, but it's slightly different, and she looks completely different than Lana. In the billboard, before Lena came along, there was a lot of missing posters of people in Lana's billboard. But ever since Lena came around, the billboard has just been filled with TikToks and screenshots of other people's videos, along with just the Dress to Impress photos. There also used to be Lana's diary on top of the shelf over here, but as you can see, it's completely gone. Now it just got replaced with boxes. It seems like Lana is nowhere to be found anymore. Before this, there was also a lot of nail polish on the floor and footsteps, and you could actually go down to a dungeon where Lana was being held captive in a cage. However, that all seems to not be there anymore. You can't go down to the dungeon, so we have no idea where Lana even is. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Lena definitely has to play a big part about what happened to Lana, and she might be involved in being the villain of this whole situation. After digging in a little deeper into Lana and Lena, I came to the conclusion that Lena is actually a really bad person. Let me explain to you guys what I found. So if you look at Lena, she is kind of just swaying back and forth, and that's creepy just overall, because I don't think anyone just sways back and forth in one place like that. And I know Lana definitely did not do that when she was the nail tech lady. But we're gonna go and find Lena's profile, Lena Does Nails. And if you didn't know this before, Lana's profile is the exact same name. So Lana's profile is Lana Does Nails, and Lena's is Lena Does Nails. But once you get to her profile, everything starts to get very weird. So as you can see, her bio says, maybe you found out I was the villain, but that doesn't mean I won't be back. That is super creepy, and I think she kind of just admitted to being the villain and just a bad person in this entire situation. She also has this Roblox group with only 5 members. It's called Lena Salon, and I've requested to join this group multiple times, but I do not seem to get accepted. I'm sure a lot of people have tried to join this as well, but they only have these 4 people on here. I'm not really too sure on who these people are, but it is definitely very suspicious that she only allows 5 people in her group. And if you go down here, you can see that she got some badges from Lana's game. So these games were created by Lana Does Nails, which is the real Lana's Roblox account. She played the Fortress and she got a badge from it. So we're gonna go over to Lana's profile. And if you guys are familiar with Lana's Roblox profile, her avatar changed. So she used to have an eye patch, but now she seems to be completely blindfolded. I'm not too sure what this is supposed to mean, but it's definitely very creepy. Her bio says, I don't know what to say to you anymore, because I feel like this whole entire lore, she has been trying to help us and give us clues, but to be honest, with all the doppelgangers and all the fake Lanas, we don't really know what to believe anymore. But we're gonna go ahead and join the Fortress, because I found a lot of really creepy stuff on here, and I'm sure you guys will be very interested in what I found. The Fortress also just had an update similar to when Dress to Impress had its Halloween update, and the Halloween update was one of the biggest updates on Roblox. It reached over 1 million players when it first updated, and this definitely seems to be a big part of the update that a lot of people missed. So we're gonna join the Fortress, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So if you joined this game before, you will notice that it looks really different. It looks like we're in a courtyard or something like that, and every person is wearing Lana's outfit. I thought this was super creepy because this didn't happen before. You would just spawn in with your regular Roblox avatar clothing, and now everyone has the exact same outfit. Thankfully, at least my skirt seemed to stay. And when you start looking around, you will see a lot of writing on the wall that says nothing is real, nothing is real. Wake up from your dream, do you see him? By him, I think that Lana is referring to this man right here. And we have all seen some sort of image like this in Dress to Impress. If you have not seen this, before the update, when you went into free play mode in Dress to Impress, you could actually walk behind this building, and there was a very creepy mural of Lana with a creature hovering over her shoulder. It was very creepy, and everyone was talking about it for a while. So I'm pretty sure that's the person that Lana is referring referring to in this text. When you walk around a little more, you will see some portraits of Lana, some more posters saying if you've ever dreamed of this man, and a lot more text just saying that nothing is real. So this is very suspicious, and it starts to make me question everything. Like, I don't even know what's real anymore, to be honest. But at the very end of this courtyard, there is a little chamber. It's a little dark to see, but it says chamber up here, and it looks like metal doors, and you can actually go through these doors, and it will teleport you to this warehouse type of thing. Over here, there's a sign that says the windows have been tinted for construction. Sorry for the inconvenience. So this all seems to be boarded up, but if you go and look through this crack, you zoom in a lot, you can actually see what's inside, and that is absolutely horrifying, guys. I'm pretty sure that's the creature that the posters refer to, and that is the exact same one that was on the mural before. But it doesn't just stop there. So you can see some more Lana photos in there, some chairs, and there's even very creepy text. So at the top, it says, a soul like Haley or Izzy's would be a notable inclusion. When I first read that text, I thought of Call Me Haley because I know that in the new update, she is very, very involved in the Lana lore. But the fact that this creepy monster is talking about people's souls and stuff like that is just super, super disturbing. I definitely want this room to open up so we can get more to the bottom of what is going on with this whole Lana lore. And just when you thought it couldn't get any weirder, there is an open door over here to the right side of the courtyard, and you can actually go inside of this door, and it teleports you to some weird bedroom, and it has the name Jasmine on it. I'm not too sure who Jasmine is, but it looks like she has some photos of herself up on the wall. So this is her Roblox avatar. I'm assuming this might be some posters, or maybe that's even her in real life. Obviously not the Ariana Grande Dangerous Woman album cover, but you guys get the gist. There's some teddy bears on the bed, but there's also a note. And if you zoom in on the note, it's a little hard to read, so I'm gonna be all up in my computer. It says, at first I trusted Lana, ... Now she's dragged me through so much. Not gonna lie, I am not too sure what that is, and terrible situations. I don't know if I can keep up the act any longer. Jay. So Jay is Jasmine, whose room we're currently in. And there also seems to be a diary over here as well that says something else, and it's Jasmine's diary based on the necklace that is dangling over the diary. The diary reads, my role. I am devoted to Lana. I am. Ever since the day I saw her struggles, I connected with her and we made an alliance. However, recently she's been associating with a strange man called... I have no idea what that says, guys. But you guys can come up with your own conclusions on what the name is of this mysterious man that Lana has been hanging out with. Okay, now this girl is completely covering the journal, so like, excuse me, I'm trying to read. How inconsiderate, guys. Okay, and it says, I don't know how to feel about it. Of course, I will support her. It's just that I feel rivalry within the something, I don't know that word, guys. Because of it, Nelly resents me and I don't know what to do, but I will have to stick with Lana. I will do whatever to help Lana. So, I totally botched that a little bit, but you guys can read it for yourself and let me know what you guys think that this means. But the text includes, don't just stop here. There's also a bulletin board at the very end of the room, and it seems to have the names that she was talking about. So the one at the very top says Michael, and it reads, reason, has a disliking of me and is a threat to me, ... taking away attention from me from Lana's eyes, ... That's pretty weird. Okay, well that definitely gives us some sort of indication that Michael is a bad person, because we're team Lana, let's be honest, or at least I'm team Lana, and Jasmine seems to be team Lana as well. The next little card reads Sunny, and this one says, I just don't like her, and I think the courtier would benefit from her being gone. Okay, so that was one of the words that I wasn't too sure what it was. Sunny seems to be a bad person as well. I mean, she doesn't really have a reason besides her just not liking her and thinking everything would be better with her gone, but I mean, she must have done something to piss Lana and Jasmine off, so who knows? I guess we'll have to look more into that as well. And the last one says Raphael, reason, I have suspicion suspicion of him betraying Lana and spreading rumors that muddle Lana's reputation. So Raphael is also a bad person, and he seems to be playing both sides. Like maybe he was on Lana and Jasmine's sides, but then he betrayed them and started spreading rumors to kind of bring Lana down and make Lana look like the bad person. So this is all very, very weird, and that is all the clues that I found in this room. And let's be honest, that is a lot to unpack. So we have Raphael, we have Michael, and we have Sunny. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go back to Lena's Roblox profile and see if she's friends with any of these said people. So I did find this Roblox profile with the username It's Izzy, and when we peeked through the construction, it said Haley and Izzy Soul. So I wonder if this is the Izzy that is talking about. But apart from the Izzy profile, it doesn't seem that Lena has any friends under the name of Michael, Sunny, or Raphael. So we're just gonna go back and check Lana's profile now to see if she's friends with any of them. Okay, so Lana also does not seem to be friends with them either, and she doesn't even seem to be friends with Jasmine. So right now I'm trying to find Jasmine's profile to see if maybe we can get some guidance from her. So even though we couldn't find these people's Roblox profiles, I did come across this new game. So this game got released at the exact same time that the Fortress was updated and the Halloween update came out in Dress to Impress. This game is called The House, and it has just a black cover art, and it says at the top, I can't get it out of my head, I can't get it out of my veins. Tell me, what did I do to deserve such a childhood? Oftentimes people brush it aside. How come I'm not granted the privilege of forgetting? And that is super dark. Lana's definitely been through some stuff. If you guys are familiar with her childhood story, apparently her parents were not the best types of people, and they sent her off to an asylum, and she was in a mental hospital for some time. You can piece together Lana's childhood story a lot better by completing the quest. So there's 3 different chapters that you have to complete, and a lot of them are definitely super creepy. I have not finished all of them. My chapter 3 is still locked because I still have not completed chapter 2. But in chapter 1, you visit Lana's childhood home and help her find some keys and stuff to help her escape her childhood house that has this super creepy two-faced monster. In chapter 2, you're actually in the insane asylum that Lana was being held at. This one creeped me out a lot because there's a nurse lady that comes and tries to scare you, so you kind of have to hide from her, and let's just say I got too scared before completing it. I'm not too sure what chapter 3 is, but apparently it's supposed to be one of the worst chapters yet. If you think chapter 1 and chapter 2 were a lot, then there's a lot in store for you for chapter 3. Let's just say that. But now we are gonna go and play this game and see what's inside the house. So thankfully there's other people in here because I would be kind of freaking out if I was by myself. You can't even see anything in this map, and it is super, super dark. But this appears to be Lana's childhood home. If you completed the chapter 1 quest, then this house will look really familiar to you. Obviously, it is super dark in here, and the lighting looks very different than in the chapter, but the layout of the house is the exact same. And at the top, it reads this text: "Can you tell I'm so disturbed with who I used to be?" So that's a very, very interesting phrase, and by walking around the house, there's a lot more text. So it says, "Nelly isn't doing so well because of our absence. I'm so sorry." I'm gonna keep walking around to see if I find anything else. I'm gonna go upstairs as well to see if I can enter Lana's bedroom. So now Lana's bedroom has a sign on it that says unsure, and I don't really know what that's supposed to mean. But when you enter her room, there's a bunch of chairs in the middle, and there's also some upside down furniture on the ceiling. That is definitely super creepy, and that reminds me like something out of a horror movie. But it seems like there's more text over here. I'm not sure how I survived. It's like the apple juices forced its way into my veins. I'm just a vessel for a greater evil. That is very, very scary. So maybe it seems like Lana is being controlled by another person called the Vessel. I have a theory that the Vessel is the person that is in all those "have you seen him" signs, and that is the person that we saw through the crack of that construction site. My theory is that that person is taking control over Lana's body, and Lana is trying to escape from this said vessel. It's not their fault, I just resent them for their choice. So maybe Lana's parents had something to do with it. It said, I don't even want to think of my parents right now, stop perceiving me. One of the theories I have is that maybe Lana's parents had something to do with the vessel taking over her body. And the reason why I believe that the vessel is that creepy creature man looking thing that Lana has been hanging around with is because if you go to the gallery game, besides there being a lot of very, very disturbing photos of Lana and even more images of that creepy vessel person, if you keep going farther and farther down, you will see that the walls start to say, don't go too far deep. It's like trying to warn you not to step foot too far down this hallway because something is bound to happen. Then you start coming across more Lana paintings that have little signs. So this one says, the one who tells the truth, the one you should trust, Lana. And if you go even farther down, there is another sign that says Lana, the real one, the one that is not in the chair. So they replaced Lana for a bit with a Lana doppelganger, and that looked exactly like Lana, except for she was wearing pants and not a skirt. A lot of people thought that this was the real Lana, but it was not. It was a fake Lana this entire time. But this is the main reason why I believe that Vessel is this creepy creature. So in one of the last paintings before something crazy happens, it says Vessel, you'll meet her soon. So that is actually very, very creepy because Vessel is the word that we keep seeing over and over again. But the weird creepy thing is that when you go further down, you will actually come across Vessel. And I'm kind of scared because it usually jumps out at you. Okay, yeah, there you go, guys. That is Vessel. And as you can see, we did in fact meet her real soon. And it looked very similar to the creepy creature we've been seeing this entire time in Dress to Impress. Now, the one thing that does not make sense to me, guys, is that in the gallery, it says you will meet her soon. But in all the posters and everything else, it's referring to the creature as a him. So I'm kind of confused if there is two, if there is one, or maybe Vessel is just multiple of them. And they're scattered throughout many different Dress to Impress games, such as the actual Dress to Impress and all the Lana games as well. And the last thing I'm going to be talking about is once you complete the Lana quest, like I mentioned before, I have not completed them yet. But once you do, as many of you have probably seen, Lena gets replaced again with Lana. But however, it is not just all rainbows and butterflies. So once Lana comes back, there will oftentimes be a glitch with this creepy character in one solid color just standing in the nail tech desk. A lot of people think that it's just a glitch in Dress to Impress, or it's just a glitch on their own personal Roblox account, but I'm here to tell you that that is not a glitch. That is all a part of the whole entire Lana lore. In today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to get this dress right here in Dress to Impress. So believe it or not, this dress has actually always been here. It's always been to the side of Lana's nail station. However, in the new Valentine's Day update, they had a whole display for it, and a lot of people are curious on how you get this dress. As you can see, I can actually put on this dress right here. However, a lot of people are not able to do this and instead get a bunch of question marks or something like that when they try to put on this dress. However, every single person can actually put this dress on. All you have to do is complete a little side quest. And no, I'm not talking about the Valentine's Day quest that is right here. This quest is actually in a completely different game, and I'm gonna show you guys what game it is, how to complete the quest, and make sure that you guys get this dress right here. Also, when you do complete the quest, you actually do get a bunch of cash in Dress to Impress as well, which is gonna be super helpful, especially if you haven't bought the Valentine's Day pattern pack, the makeup pack, or the Everlasting Love set. This stuff is pretty expensive, and I know I totally ran out of cash before I could buy everything. The dress seems to be like a white dress with a bunch of safety pins and slits and also some thread going through it. It looks like it's kind of in the works or work in progress type of dress, but I actually use this a lot for like zombie apocalypse or any type of theme like that. But without further ado, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing you're gonna want to do is go to the search bar in Roblox and type in Lana Does Nails, just like this. You're then gonna go to this profile right here, and this is actually actually Lana the Nail Lady's Roblox profile. So she's the nail tech of Dress to Impress, and she actually has such a dark story, but you're actually gonna be able to get that dress through this profile. So when you go to Lana's profile, you're gonna notice that she actually has a couple of games favorited, and you actually acquire the dress through one of Lana's hidden games. So you're gonna go into the forest, which is this game right here. The second you spawn in, you will notice that things get super creepy really fast. Like I said, this is the nail lady of Dress to Impress, so seeing this dark side of the game is actually kind of scary. You'll notice that there's a painting of Lana in like a bloody lake, and there's also a giant Lana floating around. There's some text popping up on the screen, so it is very, very creepy. And in this game, actually, there is a bunch of Lanas running around that will chase you. Obviously, they're not the real Lanas. They're supposed to be like some Lana clones, but it is really creepy getting chased around by a Lana in a game where you can barely see anything. Thankfully, there's a lot of other people here, so I'm not too scared. But if I were to do this by myself or super late at night, I would definitely get really creeped out. You're gonna walk through this flower field, which is super, super creepy because you literally get covered up by flowers, and a Lana can pop up at any time. You're then gonna turn left, and you should see this circle right at the top. That's how you know you're going in the right direction. And you're gonna walk across this ledge that is up here, I guess. Guys, I don't know. They changed this completely since the Valentine's update came out. But once you go up here, you're gonna follow the ledge all the way over here. And once you're in this ledge wall type of thing, you're gonna go look at the other side and notice that there is a door right there along with some other text. And we're actually gonna be going down here. However, keep in mind, the second you go down there, you will probably get chased by a Lana clone, and it's gonna get really creepy and really scary. All right, we're going for it, guys. We are going for it. Let's run all the way over here. Guys, I am so scared. If a Lana comes up, I'm literally gonna cry. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I just got killed by a Lana. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that was so scary. All right, guys. So as soon as you spawn, this girl said, follow me. So she went all the way backwards, and that is pretty new. We're trying something different, and this girl seems like she knows what she's doing. So we're gonna go. Oh my gosh, is that an eyeball? Guys, this is so scary. Oh my goodness. So I guess as soon as you spawn, you're gonna go backwards. Everyone's going straight, and I definitely wasted some time. But you do go backwards, and I'm just following this girl. Hopefully she knows what she's doing. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Oh my gosh, the eyeball is getting creepier and creepier, guys. Oh my goodness. You're basically gonna keep going down this weird obby type of thing, and you're gonna go down here. And okay, I guess there is the portal, guys. So the other one is kind of a doppelganger. It's kind of a little trick. So the other one is kind of to trick you. And oh my gosh, there's a Lana chasing us, guys. Oh my gosh. No, 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 no. There's a Lana. The Lana just killed my friend. Oh my goodness, guys. We have to book it to the portal. I'm literally getting chased by a Lana right now. Oh my gosh. 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 No way. No way. No way. I did it, guys. I made it to the portal. That is crazy. Lana literally was chasing right behind me. That is so scary. But anyways, as soon as you teleport from the forest, it's gonna take you to the maze. And after you complete this maze, that is how you're gonna be able to get that dress. Keep in mind, that was super stressful, so I definitely do not recommend doing this at night. And if you have a friend or two you wanna bring along, definitely take them because it is way less scarier. Also, there's a Lana attacking me right now. What the heck? She literally came up and killed me as I was talking. And now she's killing everyone else. Okay. Anyways, don't mind the Lana attacking people, but this is basically the way of the maze. I highly recommend just taking a photo or going with a group of people so that way it is a lot easier. Oh my gosh, Lana, back up. Lana, I'm literally trying to explain something. Hello. The Lana does get pretty annoying, guys, but you also have to follow the paintings. Hide from the doppelgangers in the bushes. So you can actually hide from the creepy Lanas by just going and hiding in like a bush, such as I'm doing right now. But anyways, me and this girl are gonna get started with our journey. So through this maze, you're gonna see a bunch of Lana paintings, and you're basically just gonna follow these throughout the maze. And these are gonna guide you whether you're going the right way or the wrong way. So the maze is definitely so confusing, guys, and it is very dark dark and confusing, so definitely just look for the paintings and you know that you're going the right way. Me and I Heart Puppies are doing the maze together. I definitely recommend bringing a friend because it makes it a lot less scary. Also, there is Alana's that randomly pop up and I think she just killed me, guys. Oh my goodness. Yep. Okay, all the Lanas need to chill out because I keep dying. But basically, you hide from the Lanas in the bush. So let's give this another shot and follow the painting. So if Alana is chasing you, definitely come and hide in the bush or else you will die like this girl did. I feel so bad. But yeah, definitely hide in the bush and wait for them to leave because they will chase you and kill you. And it is so hard to finish this maze, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think it would be this hard, but with the Lanas chasing you around, it just gets so creepy and so difficult. But thankfully, always keep in mind that there are these giant bushes that you can hide in. So these girls are kind of just running away from the Lana, but you cannot outrun them, guys. I promise you it will not work. So you just have to keep hiding from them and hope for the best, I guess. All right, we're making a run for it, guys. Oh my goodness, I can't even see if there's a Lana or not. This is so difficult. But always remember to follow the paintings, even if there is a gazillion Lanas just jumping and chasing you around. It is so hard, guys. I also recommend keep on bouncing. Oh my gosh, I just died again. This is gonna take so long. All right, now we have a giant squad, guys. This is definitely way better. I barely can see the Lanas until it's too late. This is so scary, guys. Oh no, RIP that girl, guys. Oh my gosh, get in here, get in here. The Lanas will literally camp out and wait for you guys. This is so scary and I do not like horror games. But it's okay, remember guys, we're doing all this just for the dress. The dress is worth it and so is the cash and Dress to Impress. There are certain sections of the map where there's just a gazillion Lanas chasing you, so you have to be very smart and just run to the bushes. If you see a painting, oh my gosh, Lana is chasing me, guys. No, 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 please don't kill me, please don't kill me, please don't kill me. Oh my gosh. I'm literally sweating right now, guys. This is so difficult. It definitely does not help that you can barely see anything either because you don't notice the Lanas. Like there's literally one just right there and this girl is dead. Oh no. Ah, don't kill me, please. Don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. Oh my gosh, guys, this is so hard. I am literally lost all my teammates. That's so funny. This girl said at least you get a dress from it and Dress to Impress. Like literally, guys, if we didn't get the dress, I would not be here doing this and spending hours trying to figure this out. But now that we have another squad, we are rolling out, guys. We got this. It's so funny because I always start off the maze doing it with like 7 people and by the end it's just me and I'm dead. All right, guys, we are getting closer and closer. Again, I have lost all my teammates and there's a Lana chasing me. Oh my goodness. We are making a run for it. Oh my gosh, I can't see anything, guys. I literally can't see anything. All right, well, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I've died at least 20 times and I have done this once before, but I definitely recommend just getting a big group of people and doing it with your friends. Unfortunately, I am rage quitting and yeah, since I already have the dress, I don't really have much motivation to do this. So I believe in you guys. If you guys are up for the challenge to get the super rare Dress to Impress dress, I highly recommend you do this because it is so worth it and only very few people have this dress. I would say this dress is even more rare than the limited time dress that we got with the update. Comment down below if you guys have this dress or not, and if you decide to take up this challenge, good luck.